Days are for. That's what camp is for. That's what preseason games are for. Kind of get those jitters out of your system, understand and kind of see the game at a faster level, higher pace. So, I'm ready to take off week 1.
We're talking to Emeka Egbuka. What do you feel like at this point is your comfort level, both with Baker and the offense as a whole, the play calls, all of it, of just the comfort level going into week 1?
It's very high, very high. We've been working constantly at our craft. We spend all these hours in this building for one common goal, to go out there and win each and every Sunday. So that comfort level never gets capped out. So we're continuing to grow week in and week out. But where we are right now going into week 1, we feel really good about it.
Have you been able to get a feel for the importance of having a division game week 1, of just kind of what that means, of the way you guys have to start?
Yeah, absolutely. We had a breakdown of kind of just our season and how starting this one on the road in particular is going to be huge momentum for us going, on the road again after that, and then finally coming back home. But this is a win that we have to go get. Division games are very important, and we got to win the South to have a better shot for the post year.
What have you learned about their defense and what you guys are going to have to look out for as an offense overall, but then you particularly against their secondary?
Yeah, they have a star-studded group. New D coordinator, so we've been, looking at what he's comfortable calling and all this type of stuff, breaking down the personnel. So, a lot of semantics that I'm sure football fans, wouldn't understand if I went too in depth, but they have a ton of playmakers. Jesse Bates, a great safety who's been playing in the league for a while. AJ has done a great job historically. And then, I just played against this guy in the national championship, Xavier Watts. So seeing him in my first NFL game as well, too. And then their D-line has been studs. So, we have our hands full, but it's a challenge we're willing to take.
Well, thanks so much and good luck. I know everyone's talked about how well you've handled yourself. We're all just so excited to see you get out there and excited you're a Buccaneer.
Absolutely. Thank you. God bless.
The Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show continues after this timeout.
The year 1976. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers begin a half-century march toward greatness, conquering 2 championship titles along the way. Soon after, Ford F-Series begins its reign as the best-selling truck in America. For 48 straight years, Ford trucks have kept that win streak alive. Ford F-150, the official truck of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. See your local Ford dealer today.
It takes a team to end food insecurity. Since 2021, the Bucs and the Mosaic Company have teamed up to tackle hunger in our community by building school food pantries in areas of need. 4 pantries, more than 4,400 families, more than 600,000 meals. Together, we can tackle hunger. Learn more about this partnership at Buccaneers.com/tacklinghunger. That's Buccaneers.com/tacklinghunger.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get 1.99% APR on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end September 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hurry up and try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. They're 4 fun-sized Crazy Puffs packed with layers of pepperoni, cheese, and sauce, and perfect on the go. Enjoy Crazy Puffs on a unicycle. What? In a hot air balloon. Or riding piggyback on your friend Keith. Faster, Keith, faster!
Can I have a delicious Crazy Puff?
Sorry, Keith, they're too tasty. Whee! Try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs on the go for only $3.99.
Pizza.
Available in participating locations. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites, plus tax.
You want to know what time it is? Time to play some football.
The Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show continues with 5 things to look for in the game.
Irving finds a little hole. He's across the 30, 35 to the 40, outside the number 50. Irving to the 40, Irving to the 35 to the 30. Irving is out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Bucky Irving explodes.
Here again are Pat Donovan and Ronnie Lane.
5 things to watch for in today's season opener for your Buccaneers.
We'll start with Baker Mayfield. Today will mark the first time Bucs fans have seen their starting quarterback on the field since last season. After the signal caller didn't take a single snap in the preseason, Mayfield looked strong in training camp, including during joint practices against the Titans and Steelers, and will look to continue that into the regular season today. If Mayfield can clean up on the turnovers this year, it could be the difference between having a good season and having an MVP candidate campaign.
Emeka Egbuka. The Buccaneers will need to rely heavily on first-round draft pick Emeka Egbuka out of Ohio State due to the injuries of Chris Godwin, who could be out until October, and Jalen McMillan, who will likely miss at least half the season. Egbuka was the talk of training camp after showing the ability and character which led Jason Light to draft him in the first round, and followed that up with a strong showing during his limited snaps in the preseason. If the Bucs are going to be successful out of the gate, a lot will fall on the rookie wideout, and he looks ready for it.
And today I want to see Bucky run. Even before the return of Chris Godwin and Jalen McMillan, the Buccaneers offense is loaded with weapons, and the offense is seemingly at its best when it runs through the second-year running back, Bucky Irving. With Tristan Wirfs on the sideline to start the year, the Bucs would be wise to give Charlie Heck a break by running the heck out of the football. Bucky should be the focal point of the Bucs offense all season long, but especially until their all-world left tackle is back on the field.
The Bay Area's own Michael Penix Jr. Much of how today goes will be dependent on how Atlanta Falcons' second-year quarterback Michael Penix does in his first showdown against the Todd Bowles-led Buccaneers defense. In his first year, Penix had 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions and 3 starts. While some experience starting could be a good thing for Penix, it could also provide Bowles enough tape to find some weaknesses in the young man's game. How Penix handles the pressure Bowles is sure to bring his way will go a long way in determining what today's game looks like.
We'll finish with Hassan Reddick. The Buccaneers' ability to get to the quarterback was the biggest question mark this offseason, and the Bucs are hoping that Hassan Reddick will be the answer. Due to injuries, Reddick will be lined up against Atlanta's third-string right tackle Elijah Wilkinson, who will be protecting Michael Penix Jr.'s blind side, so there's an opportunity for the veteran pass rusher to get off to a fast start in Buccaneers colors.
That's your 5 things to look for. We'll have more on the Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
Champions aren't born, they're trained. Same goes for top electricians. I'm Mesro Garcia, a proud apprentice with IBEW Local 915 in Tampa. Every IBEW journeyman has over 10,000 hours of hands and classroom training, making us the elite in the field. We don't guess, we know. If you want to earn while you learn and become the best, start here. Visit IBEW915.org and take the first step toward a powerful career. Go Bucs.
Are you one of the 48 million Americans experiencing hearing difficulties? It could be as simple as earwax blockage. At Audubell, our hearing care professionals use state-of-the-art cameras to examine your ears, and you can see the results on a large screen. If earwax is the issue, we'll remove it at no charge. Don't let earwax or hearing loss hold you back. Schedule your free comprehensive hearing test today by calling one of Audubell's 26 area locations. Audubell, better hearing through professional care.
I'm Jeff Baradelli, Chief Meteorologist and Climate Specialist at News Channel 8. There's no denying that Florida's weather is changing. That means stronger hurricanes, hotter temperatures, and heavier downpours. Every day, the Max Defender 8 weather team and I dig into the science, the whys and hows of Tampa Bay weather to develop an accurate forecast so that you're fully prepared for anything. This storm season, trust the Max Defender 8 weather team on News Channel 8.
You got to make pain, walk the plank. That's right, the Joint Chiropractic. That's the official chiropractor of the Buccaneers. I love them. They got 24 locations, open 7 days a week, no appointments needed. Visits are 5 to 10 minutes. $29 new patient special consultation exam and adjustment. That's thejoint.com. And if you think aches and pains are just part of getting older, you need to go to thejoint.com. Because it's not. You don't have to feel bad anymore. You don't. Matter of fact, I can't wait for you to start feeling good again. Make pain, walk the plank. With the official chiropractor of the Buccaneers, thejoint.com.
This is your official pregame show for the Bucs versus Falcons on 98 Rock. The Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show now continues. Will the weather have an effect on the game? Let's go down to the field and TJ Reeves.
You can tell the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have made their way inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium here for this opening game for 2025, the 50th season. Again, it is a 90-degree day outside in Hotlanta, as it's known in September, but we're in the climate-controlled conditions of Mercedes-Benz Stadium with the field turf, and we're anxious to see what the Bucs will do in the opener. And I've got Dave Moore with his ears on upstairs while I'm down here right beside the Buccaneer bench. By the way, Baker Mayfield just led the team out in front of me. He looks as focused as ever. For the record, Dave Moore, he's clean-shaven as well, because we've seen, various degrees of the mustache, the facial hair, etc. We got clean-shaven Baker Mayfield on the opening of the 2025 season, for the record. Interesting what Jason Light just revealed, and the Buccaneers strategically will move Graham Barton out to left tackle. They have shifted the entire left side of the offensive line. That means Ben Bredesen will now play center, and the young offensive lineman that they picked up this preseason, Michael Jordan, no, not that Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, the offensive lineman, will now play left guard in this game. Dave, what do you make of that and that decision? As Jason Light was saying, Barton has played a bunch of left tackle previously in his career at Duke.
Yeah, he played his last year at Duke at left tackle, and they felt pretty good about the fact that when they got him, if they needed, due to injury, to replace a Tristan Wirfs or a Gedeke, they can do that. And they gave Heck a chance in preseason. And as Jason Light said, nothing against him, but they feel like Graham Barton gives them a better opportunity to put him at left tackle. And Bredesen's played some center as well. So really the only surprise is the Michael Jordan, versus an Elijah Klein. But, obviously they've worked on it. He was surprised that it wasn't leaked by somebody, but I think that gives him the best opportunity up front to protect Baker Mayfield and make that offense work.
Well, and again, it's a loud environment. As you can hear, it's only going to get louder as the crowd files in here. And so it really it makes you wonder here if Barton's playing experience at that position is the biggest selling point. Again, Charlie Heck has played, as Jason Light just said with us on Buccaneers Radio. It's not that we don't have confidence in him. We have more confidence in what Graham Barton can do out at left tackle in this kind of loud environment. Likewise, Bredesen's a real key in terms of changing protection, audibles, things like that. Dave, elaborate. That's not just as simple as snapping the ball.
No, but they've been working on this for weeks. That's why Jason Light was so surprised that it hadn't come up. But, they practice with the noise. They get the speakers right behind the offensive line. Yes, starts with Bredesen. He directs the blocking, where the middle linebacker is, where the protection's going to turn, who's got to double team who. So they've worked on that with crowd noise in practice. It's a big thing that they do. So, obviously, if they came out ready for the first game to do it, these guys are prepared.
Love it. You're always prepared. Thank you, Dave Moore. We're ready to go. The Falcons are being introduced. There's your weather and field conditions. We've got the kickoff coming up for the 50th season of Tampa Bay Buccaneer football with the Bucs in Atlanta after this timeout.
Hey, Florida drivers and motorcycle riders, don't fumble. Do your part to stay safe on our roadways. Florida has observed a significant number of motorcycle fatalities and crashes. Drivers, watch for motorcycles. Don't drive distracted. Motorcycles are hard to see. Take the extra effort to look for them. Riders, play defense. Always ride responsibly. Wear proper gear. Make yourself more visible. Get trained and never drink and ride. On the road, safety is worth way more than 2 points. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Drop it back with Ochak. He's shot! Yabi!
This has been the Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show.
Got into the chest and knocked him backwards.
Audubell Hearing Centers. Better hearing through professional care.
Fire the cannon!
Tampa Bay Buccaneers 50th anniversary season.
Game 1.
50 years ago, a dream took root in the heart of Tampa Bay.
May I say that we're here for one reason and one reason only. That's to bring the fans great professional football.
A vision of grit, pride, and perseverance.
Coach McKay and Ron Wolf, their entire staff, are dedicated to giving you a winning team.
A team that would rise from the ashes of adversity
From 0-26
to become champions of the world.
Dropping down, looking down, throws up the back. That's inside! At the 40! Derek Brooks 30! Brooks to the 25! He's good! Derek Brooks all the way! Touchdown Tampa Bay! Derek Brooks, the most valuable player in the National Football League. There it is! The dagger's in! We're gonna win the Super Bowl! The headlines are ready. The Bucs are the pro champions of the world.
The team that lost its first 26 games is now the champion of professional football.
They're no longer the yuck.
We were the laughing stock of the league for a long time.
Congratulations, you're now the world's champion.
You're talking about turnaround, years and years and years of just bad football.
We are number one. Mahomes, throw the end down. Battle intercepted, picked off in the end zone. Bucs are going to beat the Chiefs. We're the champions of the world.
From the booming cannons of the pirate ship to the roar of the Ray J faithful, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have built a legacy forged in fire, loyalty, and the unbreakable spirit of community. This isn't just about football. It's about family, about 50 seasons of passion, heartbreak, triumph, and unforgettable moments that brought us together.
McNabb dropping foot. It's intercepted. And the 10 to the 20. Going coast to coast. Rodney Barber to the 50, to the 40. Barber to the 30. Nobody's going to touch him. Rodney Barber, 10-5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Greatest moment I have in my life is seeing number 20 hustling down their sidelines to send us to the Super Bowl.
For 5 decades, legends have proudly worn the colors. Orange, red, and pewter. Icons have left their mark.
Here's the snap. Play action fake. Brady looking, throws toward the end zone. Caught ball. Touchdown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski's got 2 today. Tom Brady, Super Bowl champion for the 7th time. And also Super Bowl MVP.
And a new generation stands ready to carry the flag forward.
Mayfield looking to his left, directing traffic, throws the ball downfield. Caught ball! Mike Evans down the sideline. Is he inbounds to the 10? 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Touchdown Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Irving inside the 10 to the 5. 3, 2, 1. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving takes it to the house.
This is more than a milestone. It's a celebration of who we are and where we are going. Raise the flags. The 50th anniversary season starts now. It's game 1 of the 2025 season. Live from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Atlanta Falcons. Now the voice of the Buccaneers, Gene Deckerhoff.
Today on opening day, we begin our 50th anniversary season in Atlanta, Georgia at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A marvelous structure. And as TJ reported, air-conditioned, the roof is closed. It is a great atmosphere for football. If you like loud stadiums, this may be one of the loudest, Dave.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Opener, tough one.
Yeah, Michael Penix got the loudest roar of all in his second year as a starter. He's a Tampa Bay kid, Tampa Bay Tech. He is the starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. Today, Todd Bowles begins his 4th season as the Buccaneers head coach. 61 years old, and his birthday comes up in November, about the time we played the Buffalo Bills. Raheem Morris was a defensive back coach for the Buccaneers. Now he's the head coach of the Falcons. The coin toss today is brought to you by Circle K. And our captains, Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Tristan Wirfs, Levante David, Vita Vea, and Antoine Winfield Jr., all at midfield on that Falcon logo at the 50-yard line. Our referee today is Land Clark. And Land will toss the coin, see if the Buccaneers start the right way with winning the coin toss and then taking the football. Here's Land Clark, the referee. Well, he's showing the coin right now. I thought he'd turn that button. Here
What
he
is
is.
the call?
Tails.
Call is tails. And it is tails. Tampa Bay has won the toss and elected to defer. Atlanta will receive. Which way would you like to kick? Atlanta's choice this time. They will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
Well, Land Clark says the Buccaneers have won the toss. We Defer to the second half of the coin toss has been brought to you by Circle K. Join Inner Circle, Circle K's free rewards program where everyone receives 25 cents off per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups. Circle K, the official convenience store of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's pause 10 seconds now for station identification. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
Is WXTV Clearwater, Tampa, St. Petersburg with Crash and AJ in the morning and your home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The starting lineups brought to you by Advent Health. Whether you're in the stands, on the field, or celebrating with your greatest fan, Advent Health makes sure you're ready for a game day every day. Feel whole with Advent Health, exclusive hospital of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, TJ and Dave have already talked about the major change in the starting offensive line. Last year's starter at center all but one game, Graham Barton, will start today for the first time in a Bucs uniform at a position he played at Duke in college, left tackle. They play placing the injured Tristan Wirfs. That will mean activated off the practice squad, Michael Jackson, originally drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals in his 5th year now in the National Football League. He has started 40 games in his career that spans 4 or 5 seasons. Cincinnati was the team that drafted him in the 4th round. He'll be the starting guard at left guard, replacing Ben Bredesen, who moves to center. Ben Bredesen, as we heard Jason Light in Building the Bucs segment, say that they signed him primarily as a guard, but also he played center early in his career. That's the bigger change in the starting lineups. The kickoff is brought to you by Beef O'Brady's. Beef O'Brady's, good food, good sports. See Beefs. The kickoff by McLaughlin will come down around the 5-yard line. Will be returned by Jamal Agnew. Inside the numbers, spins off a tackler to the 35-yard line. And we're underway in Atlanta. Missing.
Out wide to the left, and then they brought quick motion to try to get a trap block, but Savasier Dennis was able to read it and get to the hole.
Bijan Robinson returns as the running back now. Again, that pistol look. He's behind the quarterback, Michael Penix. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left. That's Drake London in motion. They'll send a receiver. Play action fake, dropping to throw. Penix just to pass away. It is caught ball by Bijan Robinson. Outside the numbers to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown Atlanta Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his longest touchdown catch of his career. And it comes on the opening series by the Falcons.
Yeah, this is really, it's a check down. Penix just hits Johnson on a flare route on the outside. Savasier Dennis didn't take the best angle, and then Bijan Robinson was able to just weave his way through the defensive backfield and really, we talked in pregame, Gene, about the fact that, these guys haven't tackled live. They haven't been in that live adrenaline-type situation, and the tackling and the angles weren't where they should be.
Well, Bijan Robinson gives the Atlanta Falcons a 6-0 lead. Younghoe Koo the point after. Bradley Pinion the holder. The kick is airborne and good. And the Atlanta Falcons make the home crowd happy with a lightning quick drive. 3 first downs, a touchdown. Bijan Robinson with a 50-yard catch and run. Let's take a timeout.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but...
aromas, so you can enjoy the feeling of just showered freshness. New Downy Intense. An incredible freshness experience awaits.
Well, it only took the Atlanta Falcons about 1:45 to amp this crowd up. And Gene Deckerhoff, Bijan Robinson right in front of me, got past Servassier Dennis, cut back, and then he took off like a rocket for the end zone. So obviously Atlanta has now put the first points up on the board. We talked about this as well, Dave Moore, that you might take a body blow here early on in the game. Be a veteran team, be ready for that, try to take the crowd out of the game yourselves, and we're about to get a look for the first time this season at Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans specifically, who didn't play in the preseason. Baker Mayfield right over here beside me, going up to all the offensive linemen, getting them ready to go, getting them ready to be focused for this opening drive of the year. With the Falcons up 7-0, we go back up to the Hall of Famer, Mean Gene Deckerhoff.
Bijan Robinson had a 71-yard touchdown catch and run against New Orleans last year. That was in the Big Easy, his longest touchdown catch on home turf for the running back out of Texas. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in all white trail 7-0 early. 1:46 for the Falcons to go. 65 yards. The kickoff, the dynamic kick bounces into the lap of Sean Tucker. Tucker, flag has been thrown and will kill the play. As Tucker was starting to go down that right side numbers and the flag thrown right around there. So it did not hit in the landing zone.
Kickoff short of the landing zone. Kicking team number 6. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay.
What a huge break for the Buccaneers. Sean Tucker was off and running when the flag was thrown. And they kicked...
Clock operator, please set the clock to 13:16.
It was a double hop to Sean Tucker, who fielded it inside the 15-yard line and had a pretty good jump down that far sideline. But instead, the Buccaneers will benefit from the penalty on the Falcons and will start our initial drive of the 2025 season at the Tampa Bay Buccaneer 40-yard line. You'll take that, won't you, Dave?
Absolutely.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers trailing early, 13-14 to go, and the Bucs will take their first snap with the starters of the game. Bucky Irving is the starting running back. Baker Mayfield, pistol formation, a tight end to the left and one to the right. 2 tight end set. Here's the snap, play action fake. Mayfield looking downfield, running to his right. He will get knocked out of bounds. Did he pass the ball before he ran out of bounds? I think he threw the ball running out of bounds and will avoid a quarterback sack and a loss of about 7 or 8 yards. So they'll respot it at the 40-yard line. Baker running to his right, could not get a receiver separated from a guy in all black. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, second down 10. Rashad White is in now as running back.
They were going for
clock operator, please set the clock.
Having a little difficulty.
They were just running a play action, and it was well blocked up front. Just nobody open down the field.
Well, we got Rashad and Bucky, that pony offensive set now. And in motion, Rashad White to the right of the formation. Shotgun look, Baker Mayfield. Hands the ball, passes the ball off to Bucky Irving, and he fights his way off right tackle and gets it maybe ahead to the 42-yard line. That'll bring up third down and long, 3rd down and 8. 2 minutes into this ball game, Atlanta leads 7-0, and the Buccaneers try to find a way to earned 8 yards against a rugged Atlanta Falcon defense. They drafted young defensive ends and outside linebackers. The crowd will make noise, and Baker Mayfield and his offensive line will go to the silent count. And Baker shows an empty backfield with 3 receivers swinging to the right. Bucky Irving swings to the right side of the formation, now comes back into the shotgun look behind Baker to the right hip of Baker Mayfield. Trip receivers left, including Mike Evans. Good snap, pressure coming. Pass downfield, incomplete pass. Little out route run by Sterling Shepard, and the pass sailed about 5 yards short of where Shepard had made his cut upfield. So the Buccaneers go 3 and out, and this crowd is really juiced.
Well, 3rd and 8, and they came out with an all-out blitz. Bucky Irving did the best he can to pick up the rusher, but he was able to spin away, and he was in Mayfield's face. So he was forced to throw the ball a little bit earlier than he wanted to attempt on the outside.
Well, Jamel Agnew handles all kickoff and punt returns for the Atlanta Falcons. First-year Falcon. Pro Bowl returner, specialist. Riley Dixon will put total leather and kick it away. Brand spanking new Buccaneer punter. Angles it toward the left side numbers and watching the ball bounce, and it takes a Falcon bounce back to the 19-yard line. Riley Dixon's first punt in a regular season game as the Buccaneer specialist pins the Falcons inside their 20. 7-0 Falcons early. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
Bucs Nation, listen up. As football season heats up, chill out with Grillo's Pickles. When you bite into a Grillo's Pickle, you're experiencing the crispest, freshest, and cleanest pickle you'll find anywhere. Find them chilling in the refrigerated section.
The year 1976. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers begin a half-century march toward greatness, conquering 2 championship titles along the way. Soon after, Ford F-Series begins its reign as the best-selling truck in America. For 48 straight years, Ford trucks have kept that win streak alive. Ford F-150, the official truck of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. See your local Ford dealer today.
Massey Services is as the exclusive pest prevention partner. Massey Services and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are. Do you mind? Yarg. Massey Services is proud to be the exclusive pest prevention partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You may fire the cannons. Schedule your free inspection today at MasseyServices.com. Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
The sweet sounds of the season.
Are you ready, Tampa Bay? This is our house. Let's do this.
It's football season, and the Bucs are working hard to defend the Bay, but not without the most accurate weather forecast from News Channel 8. And Tristan Wirfs agrees.
I trust Max Defender 8.
Trust the forecast the Bucs trust. So we're all ready for the sweetest sound of the season.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Max Defender 8 on News Channel 8, your official Bucs station.
Bucs Nation, listen up. As football season heats up, chill out with Grillo's Pickles. When you bite into a Grillo's Pickle, you're experiencing the crispest, freshest, and cleanest pickle you'll find anywhere. Find them chilling in the refrigerated section.
This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons on 98 Rock. 98 Rock.
This Pregame is brought to you by auto owners and more resources. They have insurance for whatever fumbles in life come your way. That's simple human sense. Well, the Buccaneers surrender a lightning-quick scoring drive by the Falcons the first time they had the ball. And Bijan Robinson with a 50-yard catch and run made a few Buccaneers miss. And it's 7-0 Falcons. They begin this drive at their own 18-yard line, moving left to right. And with a 7-point lead, pistol formation now with quarterback Michael Penix takes the snap. Looked like there may have been motion before the flag finally thrown. And right tackle started pulling before the ball was snapped. And the handoff to Tyler Algier will be
offsides
negated.
on that defense.
Did the Bucs jump offside?
No, it's a defense.
Bijan Robinson was the running back. And it looked to me like the offensive tackle started to move before the ball was snapped with a Buccaneer in the neutral zone. We'll listen to Lan Clark, and he'll let us know what they saw. Or maybe not.
Offside. Defense, number 5. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Well, brand new Buccaneer Hassan Reddick. We did not see Hassan during the preseason. But he comes in with a reputation of being a sacker and had 16 sacks as a Philadelphia Eagle. Double-digit sacks 3 years in a row, and the Bucs are hoping he can bring that to the Buccaneer defense, but he jumped the gun, guilty of offside. And a 5-yard penalty, the first on the Bucs. Shotgun snap, play action, bootleg, roll out by Penix. Throws the ball downfield, it is thrown low, and it is incomplete at the 35-yard line. That pass intended for Casey Washington. Casey Washington in his second year out of Illinois, and 4 touchdowns for the Illini in his college career. Only 1 catch a year ago, and this time, I don't know if it was out of desperation that Penix threw that ball low, but it was incomplete. Third down.
It was a design bootleg.
Or second down.
Penix was able to get outside the pocket. The initial read was covered and tried to hit Washington late. Ball was thrown low.
Second down and 5. See what adjustments the Buccaneer defense has made since that opening drive that saw the Falcons score like lightning. Robinson is the setback. Pistol formation. He'll take the toss. He fumbles the ball in the backfield, dives down and recovers at the 19-yard line. So that's a big loss of a handful. Bijan Robinson took his eyes off the ball. A little toss pitch to the left, and he could not handle it. Logan Hall was there to jump on the Falcon ball carrier. Third down and long now.
Yeah, they had a motion receiver on his way over there with a convoy of blockers trying to get that tossed pitch on the edge, and he wasn't able to get the toss cleanly and help the Bucs out, bringing up 3rd and 10.
It is third down and long. They need to reach the 28-yard line. Penix at quarterback. This time a shotgun look, sidecar left hip. That's Robinson. 3 receivers bunched to the left side. Now Robinson comes up to the line of scrimmage, dropping to throw Penix. Throws the pass underneath. It is caught ball on the 31 to the 32-yard line. And that is close to a first down. Ray McLeod, the third, and he's got the Atlanta Falcon first down.
Yeah, there's a little bit of pressure, but Penix sat in the pocket, was able to find Ray McLeod, and it looks like Savasier Dennis had an opportunity to make the tackle shorter to first down. Wasn't able to get him on the ground, and McCollum's the guy that finished him off, but not before giving up the first down.
Ray McLeod in his 8th year out of Clemson comes up with a huge third down and 10 conversion with a nice catch. A year ago, he had 62 grabs and almost 700 yards receiving. Now Tyler Algier replaces Robinson in the backfield. They got a good 1-2 tandem at running back. Here's the shotgun snap, knee high, pass to the left side, caught ball, hesitation move on the outside number by Robinson, and he's tripped up and dropped. That was a similar play to the one that they scored the touchdown on.
Right. And McCollum was on the outside, and when these guys catch these checkdowns, the tacklers need to go for their outside leg so that if they missed, they turn it back inside, where you have Levante David and Savasier Dennis trailing, and that time McCollum did a better job.
Tampa Bay Buccaneer defensive front with Logan Hall making a tackle already, and the linebackers Levante David and Savasier Dennis. Dennis coming off the injury list from a season ago, getting his first start as a Buccaneer today. Here's a high snap, dropping to throw. Penix throws to the far side, caught ball, and out of bounds on the Falcon side of the line at the Buccaneer 43-yard line is the catch made by Washington.
Yeah, this is a deep corner route, and I tell you, Penix hung in the pocket. Yaya Diaby was there and put a big hit on Penix as soon as he let it go, but it was a good throw and a good catch coming across that field. Tyke Smith had to make the tackle.
Well, last year the Falcons did a good job of protecting Kirk Cousins. They allowed just 32 sacks, 7th best of the league, and they're keeping Michael Penix clean to this point in the ballgame. We're under 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Atlanta leads 7-0. A Bijan Robinson 50-yard touchdown catch and run on their first possession. First down and 10 from the Buck 43. Here's a handoff and running to the near side, Algier. And boy, he's tough to bring down. He gets down low and he runs over people. Yeah, they got that, they got that Vita Vea playing on a gimpy foot. He was on the injury list late this week. Has the speed for a big guy to get over and bring him down after a gain of 5. It will be second down and 5 from the Tampa Bay Buccaneer 38-yard line, moving left to right with a 7-0 lead. Tyler Algier behind Michael Penix at pistol formation. Long long snap count. In motion, the receiver from the left will hand the ball off, and Algier is smothered at the line of scrimmage. He got very little, if any. Again, trying to run against Vita Vea, that front three of the Buccaneers, is a tall task.
It's like Tyke Smith was able to come from that backside edge, flat down the line of scrimmage, and did a good job of stopping Algier right on the spot.
Great gains. And Anthony Nelson will check into the Buccaneer huddle. Vita Vea stays in, so you got some big beef up the gut with Gaines. In his 7th year out of Washington, a teammate of Vita Vea's at the University of Washington. See if the Buccaneers can stop on 3rd down and about 6. John Robinson now, sidecar right, shotgun look. They move right with a 7-0 lead. Belt high snap, they pass. Bubble screen set up and a tackle made in the backfield. First target to Drake London in the game, and he's nailed for a loss of 3.
Parrish is the guy. Number 25 came up. They set up the wide receiver screen. They had a guy blocking, but Parrish just did a great job of beating number 34 to get up the field and stop this. Ray McLeod was the guy trying to block him, but Harris ran right through it and made the tackle.
Bradley Pinion will check in, so that tackle for a loss takes them a little further than I think Raheem Morris wanted Younghoe Koo to attempt a long field goal. Cam Johnson is the Buccaneer returner around the Tampa Bay 8-yard line, awaits the punt of Bradley Pinion. He too a former Buccaneer out of Clemson. End over end kick. Fair catch signal for and made by Cam Johnson at the 7-yard line. For the Buccaneers, we squandered great opportunity and great drive start position on our first possession, going 3 and out from our 40. We'll have to start inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Let's take a timeout.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super-sized laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-In and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppable, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
6:28 to go here at our opening period, and the Buccaneers get a nice stop on defense. How about the young secondary players, Tyke Smith popping Tyler Algier at the line of scrimmage, and then Jacob Parrish. They've raved about this rookie out of Kansas State as a defensive back in the preseason. He made a big hit. And Gene and Dave, now it's incumbent on your offense. It's going to get loud here. You're backed up. Get some first downs. Go get some points. You're built for offense. You got a lot of veteran stars. Let's see if the Bucs keep their composure as we go back up to Mean Gene.
And again, the Buccaneers with that revamped offensive line, moving Graham Barton to left tackle. Buccaneers begin this series, our second, at our own 8-yard line, not the 9. One back set, Bucky Irving stands around the 1-yard line. Swing a tight end in motion, hand the ball off to Bucky. He runs left and he's smothered. May have gotten a yard off left guard, and that's it. Tampa Bay Buccaneers running into a wall of black. Buccaneers in all white, Falcons in all black. And a gain of a couple by Bucky Irving trying to get that ground game going.
Yeah,
deep in your own territory, you don't have any options, do you?
Diablo he was the unblocked middle linebacker that was standing in the hole and looked like it was blocked well at the first level, but nobody was able to get to the linebacker.
Ben Bredesen getting his first start as a Buccaneer at center today. Here's a high snap, empty backfield. Mayfield for his own end zone, flushed out to his right, still looking, throws the ball downfield and throws it out of bounds. Incomplete pass, and Mayfield was being chased by a pair of guys in black helmets, and he just got rid of the ball. He was out of the pocket, and the pass crossed the line of scrimmage, so it's not intentional grounding. T.J. Reeves hit it on the head when he said this was going to be loud in the Buccaneers with their backs against the wall.
So they went with the drop back. The protection was good initially, but again, there's something going on down the field that Mayfield's not very comfortable with. So he had to escape the pocket and then eventually threw it away. But they're running man-to-man on defense, and they're doing a good job of staying with the receivers.
3rd down and 8. Bucks. Mayfield to his own end zone. Looks upfield. He may run. Mayfield pumps the foul. Makes it. One guy hits him belt buckle high and flattens him at the 13-yard line. Mayfield tried to give him a little juke step. Nothing doing. He is brought down and dropped after a minimal gain, and the Buccaneers go 3 and out for the second series in a row.
Yeah, and they're rushing 4. The protection's good. The middle opens up, and then Ellis, number 55, is the middle linebacker that just takes his time and keeps an eye on Mayfield and makes the tackle.
Cade Ellis, their leading tackler a year ago, and a leader of this defense, a captain in his 7th year out of Idaho, stuck him belt buckle high and dropped it from his own end zone to punt. Second punt as a Buccaneer and a dandy punt. Coming down around the 25-yard line, Jamel Agnew, it makes one guy miss, makes the initial gunner miss, and now is grabbed by 2 Buccaneers at the 37-yard line. Nice return by Agnew and a dandy punt by first-year Buccaneer punter Riley Dixon. 7-0 Falcons late in the first quarter. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
The year 1976. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers begin a half-century march toward greatness, conquering 2 championship titles along the way. Soon after, Ford F-Series begins its reign as the best-selling truck in America. For 48 straight years, Ford trucks have kept that win streak alive. Ford F-150, the official truck of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. See your local Ford dealer today.
Are you one of the 48 million Americans experiencing hearing difficulties? It could be as simple as earwax blockage. At Audibel, our hearing care professionals use state-of-the-art cameras to examine your ears, and you can see the results on a large screen. If earwax is the issue, we'll remove it at no charge. Don't let earwax or hearing loss hold you back. Schedule your free comprehensive hearing test today by calling one of Audibel's 26 area locations. Audibel, better hearing through professional care.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Odeorn Insurance Agency in Brandon if Auto Owners make sense for you.
You can live in a place that's more than a neighborhood. It's a city in the making. Welcome to Angeline, where new homes, nature-inspired living, and thoughtful design are coming together in the heart of Pasco County. With trails to explore, innovative schools, and homes from the 300s, Angeline is more than a neighborhood. It's a lifestyle designed to grow with you. Stop by our Welcome Center or visit AngelineFL.com. Be part of what's next at the Angeline community.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Bucs football on 98 Rock. Your home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fire them cats.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers trail the Atlanta Falcons 7-0. Buccaneers have gone 3 and out our first offensive series, 2 of them in the game so far. Atlanta scored like lightning, 3-play drive to begin the ball game, a Bijan Robinson 50-yard catch and run. And the Falcons have the ball for the 3rd time with second-year quarterback Penix in the pistol formation. Takes the snap, belt high, hands the ball off, running left. Bijan Robinson, and is cleared right around the line of scrimmage. It falls forward for maybe a 1-yard gain. Not much more than that. Atlanta Falcons trying to get their ground game going. The Buccaneers are too. Penix has really hurt the Buccaneers with little short passes to wide receivers. And Casey Washington has 2 grabs. Yeah. And Lake Drun, he's only been targeted once. Drake London, their leading receiver a year ago. And that was for a loss. It has set up a bubble screen on the left side in front of the Falcon bench across the way from us. Greg Gaines playing nose tackle alongside Elijah Cansey. Hassan Reddick, an outside backer on the left side. Bucks with a nickel defensive set. Jacob Parrish, there's the nickel back. Running the ball to the left side again. Not much running room for Bijan Robinson as the Buccaneers stop the drive off the left side near the numbers. And the ball will be spotted in the vicinity of the Atlanta Falcon 42-yard line. See if they put it at the 43.
It looks like Reddick ran down Robinson trying to cut back to the left, and they're going, hurry up here. Gee.
3rd down and 5. Quick snap, empty backfield. Penix is the pass away. Caught. Incomplete pass off the fingertip of the intended receiver, Drake London. Second target he's had today, and that pass was thrown too tall. Big pressure on Penix that time by the Buccaneer defense.
Yeah, that was Reddick off that left side. Had a hand in Penix's face when he threw this. Probably made the ball sail. That's why it was high and away.
Well, the Atlanta Falcons will go 3 and out for the first time in today's ball game. Our season opener at Atlanta, Georgia. 3:33 to go in the first quarter. The clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Falcons lead 7-0. Bradley Pinion will punt the ball. Cameron Johnson awaits at the Buccaneer 12-yard line. Bucks in all white today. Falcons in all black. Here is the snap. A good one. Pinion puts it in the air, a wobbly thing coming to the near sideline. It will bounce out of bounds at the 8-yard line. So back-to-back possessions by the Buccaneers will begin inside our 10-yard line, trailing 7-0. Bradley Pinion did it well when he played for the Buccaneers, and he's doing an outstanding job for the Atlanta Falcons. The home opener giveaway has officially been announced. The first 25,000 fans will receive a John McKay bucket hat courtesy of Raymond James. Tickets available for the September 21st game at Buccaneers.com. 7-0 Atlanta Falcons. And the Bucs have gone 3 and out on both possessions here in the first quarter. 3:24 to go. They respot the ball near side hash at the 9-yard line. The Buccaneer 9, so 1 yard better for our third possession. Here's the snap. Mayfield dropping. Looks over the middle. It's a caught ball at the 25-yard line. Emeka Abuka. And they say it a one-hopper, but he still caught the ball. Well, the first time he has been targeted today, and you know, he ran a good route. The defensive back was right on him, and I think Mayfield knew that, so he threw it low purposely. But he didn't want to go one hop on him.
Yeah, it was really, he had it, but he had Watts, number 31, hanging on his back, and the ball hit the ground.
Yeah, Watts, rookie defensive safety for the Falcons. Shotgun look now. Second down, 10 Buck from the 9-yard line. Draw play. Hand off to Bucky Irving. Gets outside to 15-yard line to the 17-yard line. Running to his right. Outside the numbers, it is brought down short of the mark to make. Bucks will face 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, this is like a run option with Mayfield. He's just trying to hold that backside defensive end, and Bucky Irving able to get outside with a good hold to the right. Good block by Cade Otton. Bredesen pulling around, and Abuka on the outside.
3rd down.
Bates, number 3, is the guy that had to make the tackle.
3rd down and a long 2, almost 3rd down and 3. Bucks need to get to the 19-yard line from just beyond the 16. Now Mayfield, shotgun look, has Irving on his left hip. Good snap, belt high. Rolling to his right. Mayfield throws the ball. Slammer. Caught ball. Shepard's got a first down. The Bucks first of the game at the 27-yard line. That's the Oklahoma Sooner connection. Mayfield to Sterling Shepard.
And Billy Bauman, the 4th-round draft pick, was in coverage man-to-man, and they were blitzing. It kind of spooked Mayfield out of the pocket, so he rolled out to the right, even though it was picked up. But then he saw Shepard coming from the other side. It was open. It was a good throw and catch.
10-yard completion on 3rd down and 2. Second down, or 1st down and 10 now. Bucks move left, trailing 7-0.
One back set, Bucky Irving, Mayfield under center, Ben Bredesen playing center today. Hands the ball off, Bucky up the gut, goes to the 25, 35 to the 37-yard line. Longest run of the game by a Buccaneer runner, and Bucky Irving, I think, will get it ahead for about 9.5 yards. Nearly a first down gallop by number 7.
And this is what we've been waiting for. We didn't see it in preseason, but you got Shepard in that short, real fast motion. By doing so, it slows down the linebackers, and you come back and you hand it the other way to Bucky Irving, who finds a nice crease with Big Gedeke as the lead blocker running down the middle.
He averaged 5.4 yards a carry, among the top averages in the National Football League. He got 9 on that carry. Under center, Mayfield, play action fake, dropping to throw on second and short. Throws a deep ball downfield, incomplete, almost picked off. Mike Evans targeted, and the ball batted away and nearly picked off in the deep secondary.
Yeah, Diablo is the guy that undercut Mike Evans. It's like his ball might have been a little underthrown or thrown behind Mike Evans. He was trying to clear over the top of Diablo, and the ball needed to lead him a little bit, and it would have been a complete pass.
Mike Evans has always had good games against the Atlanta Falcons. The Bucs on third down and short go long. See what they do here on third down and short. Bucky Irving set back, O'Keefe in motion, hand the ball off. Bucky hitting the backfield and is going to wiggle his way ahead. Depends on the spot of the ball. It's going to be very close, so the officials are going to say, no, he did not make it. He was hit in the backfield and tried to wiggle off the hook and get ahead for what he needed, about a yard.
It looked like he got it to me, but I don't know if that replay assist will help with that, but they're going to say it's fourth down.
Well, the Bucs offense will stay on the field. And Campbell on fourth down and 1, trailing 7-zip in the closing 37 seconds. Bucs a little late getting out of the huddle now. Mayfield shouts something to Abuka, who splits wide to the right. They got 7 at the line of scrimmage. The linebackers are up close. Here's the snap. Dropping back, Mayfield, looking, throws the ball upfield. Caught ball, Buccaneers, Mike Evans. It's a first down conversion on fourth down and 1.
Wow, that's pretty brave. You bring a guy in motion, it looks like it's going to be a run. Play action, there's an unblocked defender that Mayfield was able to freeze just for a second to find Mike Evans coming from the left side all the way across the field. Good catch by Mike Evans. It was contested.
Fourth down and 1, Evans with a defender on him, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. After one period of play at Atlanta, the Falcons lead 7-0. Let's take a timeout.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
No, you see, you get $150 in bonus bets after your first $5 bet hits.
Did somebody say hit?
Whoa, Ray Lewis? We were just saying if your bet hits.
Huh? You know I love a good form tackle.
We know, Ray. We know.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
This is the NFL Scoreboard. Brought to you by Hard Rock Bet, the official sportsbook partner of your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right, let's get a check on the other early games. Bengals and Browns are all tied at 7 in the second. They're also in the second. The Colts lead the Dolphins 10-0. Still in the first, Raiders and Patriots tied at 7. They're in the second. And the Saints and Cardinals, it's 3-0 Cardinals there in New Orleans. Steelers and Jets. Steelers have a 10-9 lead over the Jets. That game is in the second quarter. In the first quarter still, the Commanders have a 7-0 lead over the Giants. In the second quarter, the Panthers and Jags are all tied at 3. Later today, you have the Titans at the Broncos, the Niners at the Seahawks, the Lions at the Packers, the Texans at the Rams, Ravens at the Bills on Sunday night, and then on Monday night, the Vikings at the Bears. Let's get you back to Atlanta. Here is Gene Deckerhall.
Thank you, Ronnie Lane. The 76 jersey is back, and it's only here for one season, making its return to the field for the first time since 1976. This iconic look debuts at the home opener against the Jets. Own a piece of history. Jerseys available now at the Bucs team store. Mike Evans a year ago played just in one game against the Falcons. That was here in Atlanta. And he had 5 catches for 62 yards and 2 big touchdowns in that game that we lost in overtime. Mike Evans comes through on fourth down and 1 with a 6-yard catch. And that extends the Buccaneers' third series of this game. We trail 7-0. Bijan Robinson caught a Michael Penix pass and scooted 50 yards on the third play of the game. to give Atlanta, the home team, a 7-0 lead. And that's where we stand as we mosey into the second quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Our 50th anniversary season underway, one quarter into it. See if the Buccaneers now have solved this riddle called the Atlanta Falcon defense. We have converted just 1 of 4 third downs in the game. A year ago, we led the National Football League in third down conversions. Sean Tucker sees his first action now from the 42-yard line, moving right. Tucker, the setback, big field, toss pitch to Tucker, runs to his left, got a convoy, gets outside the numbers, a flag thrown, maybe a hold on a Buccaneer. Don't know. The Falcons are pointing toward the team in white. And I think it was the guard pulling.
I was going to say offsides defense, just the initial signal, which is, it's good. Wait, Tucker was rolling on the outside. He looked like he was going to get something, but they did a good job of running him out of bounds. And it looks like they either lined up in the neutral zone or somebody hopped on that right side of the defense.
Offside. Defense, number 27. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
James Pierce Jr., one of those rookie outside edge rushers the Falcons drafted in the first round this past spring, is guilty of offside. That'll give the Buccaneers a free 5 yards. And for the Atlanta Falcons, it is their second penalty. Remember the opening kickoff? Yes. Did not hit in the landing zone, and they were penalized 15 yards. Bucky Irving now returns to the lineup. The lone setback. Baker Mayfield under center. First down and 5. And the ball up. Bucky makes a nice cut inside Falcon territory. And Bucky Irving has a first down and a flag thrown late. That could be a late hit on Bucky Irving.
I think it's going to be holding on the offense.
It's going to be on the Buccaneers.
That's too bad. There was a nice hole there, and Bucky was able to find it.
Holding. Offense, number 62. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Well, that's Graham Barton, and if you missed the opening discussion of the change in the offensive line, Graham Barton has moved from center, which he started 16 of our 17 games a year ago. He's playing as more normal the position he played in college at Duke, left tackle, and he is guilty of a holding infraction. And that negates what had been a nice slashing run by Bucky Irving into Falcon territory for the first time today.
Well, the good news was it was down the field, so it's now 1st and 13 instead of 1st and 20.
It is first down and 13. The line of scrimmage is the Buccaneer 39-yard line. Mayfield, empty backfield now. Kicks the leg, gets a snap, shoulder high, looks upfield, goes up. It's a caught ball by Ibuka. Makes a nice snag. Had to climb a ladder to catch it in a slanting route and makes the catch and hangs on. That's not a routine catch.
No, it was an in route, and Mayfield stepped up, and he put some heat on this. He's a little bit behind Ibuka, but great concentration. Way to get the ball in and pick up some yards on first down.
Ibuka's first catch in a National Football League regular season game. His second target today. The first time he was targeted, we thought he had a catch, but it was a one-hopper down below us. A gain of 9 on that catch, second down and 5. Trying to overcome a holding penalty. Our best-looking drive of the game so far. We're early in the set. Toss pitch comes to the right side. Running with the ball and diving down is Sean Tucker. He's inside Falcon territory, but he's short of the first down. He sort of stumbled as he got to the numbers on the right side.
Yeah, it was. He looked like he had some great pocket in front of him. It's a toss pitch out to the right, going right up the numbers, and tripped over somebody's feet. Maybe one of his blockers, but surprisingly went down.
It is third down and a couple. Buccaneers need to reach the Falcon 48-yard line. Tampa Bay right on top of that Falcon logo at midfield. Rashad White is the running back. Sidecar to the right, hip, shotgun look, Mayfield, shoulder high snap, looks upfield, Mayfield flushed out of the pocket, still flush, he's going to run. Mayfield is going to get the first down and gets out of bounds at the 45-yard line of Atlanta.
Yeah, really good block by Rashad White. They're rushing to the line of scrimmage. Mike Evans got knocked down. He was looking for Mike Evans once Mayfield escaped the pocket. Mike got knocked down, and then he was able to get the first down running because of a tremendous block by Rashad White.
Nice run by Baker Mayfield to secure the first down. Bucs are in Atlanta territory for the first time. Inside handoff and a nice cutback run. It's Rashad White. White's got daylight inside the 35-yard line. Well, nice little run. Looked like it was designed to go to that gap to the left between guard and tackle. He cut it back. It got a nice gain, and the Bucs are on the move with Good Greek Moving and Storage, official movers of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Another first down for the Buccaneers. Inside Falcon territory, the Falcon 35. Inside handoff again, and A tackle right around the throat. Not close to the face mask gear, I do not think, but that carry by Rashad White gets a positive gain of at least 3. Second down at 7.
Yeah, but they did some tempo the last 3 or 4 plays. Now they're changing out the personnel, but they had the Atlanta defense and where they felt like they were an advantage, so that's why they kept going to the line of scrimmage to keep the same personnel on the field.
Tampa Bay Buccaneer offensive line has Michael Jordan playing at left guard, Ben Bredesen is the center, Graham Barton at left tackle, then you got Malcolm Gedeke on the right side at guard and tackle. Second down and 7 from the 31. Hand off to the left side. Bucky Irving runs into a wall of black and is stopped for very little gain. May have gotten ahead for a half yard, maybe a yard to the chalk at the 30-yard line. That'll bring up another third down for Tampa Bay. Buccaneers 2 of 5 on third down. A conversion earlier on this drive on 4th down and 1. And we have converted 1 third down since then. It's 3rd down and 6. Rashad White will be the running back. At least that's what we see in the huddle. Emeka Egbuka sprints wide to the right. Buccaneers have a bunch of receivers to the left, including Sterling Sharp. Now Evans in motion to the right edge. 4-receiver look for the Buccaneers. Blitz coming up the gut, picked up, and Baker Mayfield throws up incomplete pass. He tried to hit Mike Evans at the 20-yard line. They sent the blitz. Rashad White did his best to deny the blitz, and A.J. Terrell
he did a great job of running the blitzer by Mayfield so he could step up and make this throw. Just really good coverage on Mike Evans trying to hit that slant route. Looks like there was some contact early, but they haven't called it all day with either team.
Well, the Buccaneers will bring in Chase McLaughlin, and Chase will try to do his thing. The spot will be at the Atlanta Falcon 37-yard line, make it a 47-yard field goal attempt. Holder, Riley, Dixon, Evers, good snap. The spot is down. The kick is airborne. McLaughlin has distance, has the leg, and it's good. And the Bucs scratch the scoreboard early in the second quarter. 10-17 left in the half. Tampa Bay trails 7-3. And for that field goal, Raymond James will donate $2,500 to area children's hospitals as part of the Kicking for Kids program. To learn more, visit RaymondJames.com. 7-3 the score now. Let's take a timeout.
I'm Maya, and I'll never forget that day. I'm in the shower, and I feel a lump. Breast cancer. Even after surgery, I learned my breast cancer can still come back. That's when my doctor recommended Kisqali. I'm doing more because I'm more than just breast cancer.
Kisqali ribociclib 200 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, stage 2 or 3 early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness. Patient portrayal inspired by real patients. Learn more at Kisqali.com.
Ever wanted to try an Olympic and Paralympic sport? Try fencing. It's fast, safe, and easy to start. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
This is the exclusive table with the view. This is your name on the list. This is 3 times points on dining with Chase Sapphire Reserve and a $300 dining credit. Chase Sapphire Reserve, the most rewarding card.
Learn more at chase.com/Sapphire Reserve. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC, subject to credit approval.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
10-17 to go here in the opening half, and the Buccaneers consume some time, get some first downs. They would have liked to have had 7. They'll settle for 3. I mean, one thing that we definitely saw is they finally opened up some run lanes there on that drive, guys. And now it's incumbent on the defense to make a big play on the Falcons, who've had 3 possessions here. Let's see if they can come up with something big, maybe a turnover to ignite the momentum the Bucs' way as we go back up to Gene.
Yeah, TJ, 16-play drive, 61 yards, a little over 8 minutes, and the Buccaneers get a Chase McLaughlin 48-yard field goal officially. And we're on the scoreboard in Atlanta with 10:17 to go until halftime. 7-3. Falcons scored on their first possession on a 50-yard Bijan Robinson catch and run to a Buccaneer defense that missed a tackle or two. Here's the kickoff. Dynamic comes out around the 10. Agnew will bring Natron Brooks will bring it out to the 31-yard line, and now it's knocked backwards. You'll see his progress did not reach the chalk at the 30-yard line. That's where the Falcons will begin their 4th possession of the game. Hey, Bucs fans, the Bucs scored, so you score free PDQ tenders tomorrow. Order online or via the MyPDQ app to receive 3 free tenders with the purchase of any combo meal just by using code BUCS, B-U-C-S, at checkout. Visit eatpdq.com for full details. Well, the Buccaneers' most accurate field goal kicker in franchise history. We're in our 50th year this year. Chase McLaughlin does his thing, a 48-yard field goal, and the Buccaneers trail by just 4. See if the defense has made further adjustments now as the Falcons start at their own 29-yard line. The Falcons 29 in black, moving right to left. Michael Penix, quarterback, second year out of Washington, takes a belt-high snap, rolls to his right under pressure. He's going to go down for the first time. He's sacked by Yaya Diaby. And 2 flags have been thrown on the near sideline. Now the Buccaneers get to the quarterback, but there's something in the secondary that 2 officials saw. 2 flags on the Buccaneers side of the field in the secondary, deep.
Face mask on a defense. Well, that's a shame.
First sack of the season negated.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 35. A 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, that's Jamal Dean, guilty of the face mask infraction. Negates a Yaya Diaby quarterback sack. Tampa Bay Buccaneers getting 2. Michael Penix that time. Well, they said 35. That's Jamel Dean, but you also had rookie Jacob Parrish playing the nickel corner position, and he wears 25. But it was Jamel Dean on the outside receiver. A huge break for the Falcons. They would have been inside their 10-yard line on that quarterback sack. First down 10. Penix in that pistol formation. It's got Drake London slotted to the left side. Takes the belt-high snap. Looks to his left. It is an incomplete pass. He tried to hit Drake London. The Buccaneers nearly ambushed the pass.
Yeah, it was well played. Tyke Smith was there, and then it might have been Winfield Jr., but there was 2 defenders right there, and good throw by Penix, but just a lot of traffic.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers spotted the Atlanta Falcons a quick 7-0 lead. The Buccaneers defense has buckled down since. Second down 10. The line of scrimmage is at the Atlanta Falcon 44-yard line, moving left. They use that pistol formation exclusively with the running back Robinson about 3 steps behind Penix a quarter. Nuzzle from Braden, Florida, the center for the Falcons. Gets a good snap, dropped into throw, over the middle, caught ball at the Buccaneer 46-yard line. And that is Drake London. Second time he's been targeted on this series. And he makes a nice grab, good for nearly a first down. See where they spot it. They spot it right at the Buccaneer 46-yard line. And that will bring up 3rd and inches. So Penix will get underneath, set it up. Buccaneers try to stuff it, play action fake, dropping. Penix throws the ball downfield. It is incomplete, too tall. Falcons fans wanted a flag. Drake London targeted for the 3rd time on this series. And the Buccaneers had it covered pretty well, and Penix threw it too tall for Drake London to have a chance. Zion McCullum, who just inked a contract extension this week, on deep coverage. Now it's 4th down and 1, and Raheem Morris says, let's go for it. On 4th down a year ago, Morris was successful nearly 70% of the time. They converted 21 of 31 4th down conversions. Their first 4th down attempt comes right now. Pistol formation, a little bit of surprise. And Bijan Robinson is the setback. Now they'll look to the side and take a timeout as that huddle clock was getting down there.
Timeout. Atlanta. The first of the half. It'll be 30 seconds in length.
think, Dave, they were trying to draw the Bucs offside, and that was the game plan, or were they going to go for it on 4th down and inches?
I think it's close enough that they're going to go for it.
Well, this break of the action is brought to you by auto owners and O.D. Ord Insurance. They have insurance for whatever fumbles in life come your way. That's simple, human sense. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense now will bow our necks and see if we can stop the Falcons. We were successful 63% of the time a year ago on 4th downs, but remember some of those 4th down conversions were by the Philadelphia Eagles in that tush-push thing. And then Washington in the playoff game, that doesn't count on the regular season statistics, but in the playoff game, they were uncanny on 4th down conversions against our Buccaneer defense. 4th down and about a foot, call it. Again, that pistol look with the running back 4 steps behind the quarterback. Nobody jumps the gun. A tight end shifted in motion. Now Penix awaits the snap. Again, the snap, hands the ball off. Robinson to the back. He's spun around. He's not going to get the first down. Buccaneers stuff him on 4th down.
Boy, Big Vita Vea, he got some great penetration in the middle. And remember, they're in that pistol, so Robinson's got to get 6 yards before he gets to the line of scrimmage. But Big Vita Vea just pushed that guard back and basically tackled both the offensive lineman and the back.
Your Buccaneers defense delivered a big, big play, so now Little Caesars is delivering an offer to you. Order any pizza on the Little Caesars app for the next 2 days and redeem a free cheese or pepperoni pizza promo code LCBucks. That's LC Bucks. Order on the app, Little Caesars. Timeout, 7-3 Falcons lead. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
The year 1976. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers begin a half-century march toward greatness, conquering 2 championship titles along the way. Soon after, Ford F-Series begins its reign as the best-selling truck in America. For 48 straight years, Ford trucks have kept that win streak alive. Ford F-150, the official truck of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. See your local Ford dealer today.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
This is Gene Decker on voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's game time at Lazy Days RV of Tampa during the tailgate sales event going on now. During this event only, every RV purchase comes with $500 bonus bucks. Plus, receive a complimentary 3-day, 2-night stay at Margaritaville RV Resort in Harbordale when you purchase before the end of the month. And with RV payments as low as $99 a month, the road to victory starts here. But the play clock is ticking. Visit Lazy Days RV of Tampa or LazyDays.com to learn more.
Hey, it's Rondé Barber. You know me from the football field, but now I'm here to talk about a winning team for your home. Renewal by Andersen Windows and Doors. Their energy-efficient windows and doors are a game changer, saving you money while keeping your home comfortable and safe all year long. You can score big with a very limited time offer, but just like in the game, timing is everything. This offer won't last long. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com for details. A better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen, official partner of your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons on 98 Rock. 98 Rock.
Low-scoring game in Atlanta, Georgia. Midway through the second quarter, Bucs trail 7-3. But a defensive stop by Vita Vea gives the ball to the Buccaneers at the Tampa Bay 47-yard line. Bucs move left to right now in all-white. Baker Mayfield. Under center, Ben Bredesen. In motion, O'Keefe to pulling tight end. Hand the ball off to the left side. Runs Bucky Irving, and Bucky is going to be snagged around the 50-yard line. So he worked hard to gain
it was tough
3.
running. Tough running. So you can see the defense change their play, their defense. Then you can see the offense. Mayfield turn around and yelled at everybody. They changed what they were doing, and it went back to a run. But tough running by Bucky Irving there. There wasn't a whole lot there.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
98 Rock is WXTV Clearwater, Tampa, St. Petersburg with Crash and AJ in the morning and your home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Here's Here's the snap. Mayfield throws to the near side. Caught ball. Evans out of bounds at the Falcon 37-yard line. Mike Evans makes his second catch of the game, and it's a good one. That moves the chains across the way. First down, Bucks.
Right, and they're, again, rushing to the line of scrimmage, but this was the easiest, just a speed route, 10 yards, breaking away, and Mayfield gets it out on time.
Mike scored 2 touchdowns in Atlanta a year ago, and that overtime loss to Atlanta. Empty backfield now. Shoulder high snap. Pass caught ball at the 30-yard line. Diving catch by Evans again. So that's back-to-back snags by the all-time Buccaneer receiving leader. He had a half dozen catches against the Falcons. We mentioned 2 of those catches were touchdowns a year ago, and that catch good for 7 yards, almost 8. Call it second down and 2. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in all white. We move left to right, trying to capitalize on a marvelous defensive stand and a big tackle by Vita Vea on 4th down and 1 that denied Bajan Robinson the first down. Second down and 2. Josh Grizzard's great play call here on second down and short. Irving the setback, shotgun look, Mayfield to throw, looks upfield, flushed out of the pocket, rolling to it, goes upfield, caught, incomplete pass at the 14-yard line. Tried to thread a needle and get it into a tight end, Ryan Miller. Miller, who is seeing action today as a reserve wide receiver, made a diving try, but that'll bring up third down and 2.
Yeah, really, Terrell, number 24, made a tremendous effort to get over the top and did a good job of getting a hand on it to knock it away. Ibuka went straight up the field, but Mayfield got flushed to his right, but he was wide open in the opposite corner of the end zone.
Third down and 2. Bucks need to reach the Atlanta Falcon 27-yard line. Play action fake. Mayfield dropping to throw, looking to throw down the field. Fist caught ball. Ibaka. He's got a touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Ibuka's first career touchdown grab with a fingertip grab in the end zone. Buccaneers with a 30-yard touchdown throw. Mayfield on third down and 2.
It was the same route I just mentioned. It's a play action, and he just takes a deep crossing route. And on the last play, it was wide open. It looks like they came back to it, had better protection. And I tell you, talk about a game of inches. The defender looked like they almost got a fingertip on it. Great concentration by Ibuka because, I mean, he didn't miss it by much, but a tremendous catch.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers take the lead for the first time in 2025. We are up 9-7, point after pending. Bradley Pinion to hold. Evan Deckers to snap. Second-year snapper. Good snap. Spot down. Kick airborne. And it is good. And the Buccaneers lead 10-7. Just like that. How about defense leading to offense, Dave? We get the great stop at midfield. And Baker Mayfield does his thing. Throws a dart to Emeka Ibuka. And the Bucs lead 10-7. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
I'm Maya, and I'll never forget that day. I'm in the shower, and I feel a lump. Breast cancer. Even after surgery, I learned my breast cancer can still come back. That's when my doctor recommended Kisqali. I'm doing more because I'm more than just breast cancer.
Kisqali ribociclib 200 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, stage 2 or 3 early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness. Patient portrayal inspired by real patients. Learn more at Kisqali.com.
Ever wanted to try an Olympic and Paralympic sport? Try fencing. It's fast, safe, and easy to start. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
This is the Chase Sapphire Lounge in Boston Logan. You got clam chowder. In New York, dirty martini. Over 1,300 airport lounges and one card that gets you in. Chase Sapphire Reserve, the most rewarding card.
Learn more at chase.com/Sapphire Reserve. Cards issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC, subject to credit approval.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Granger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
6:53 to go here in the first half. Any questions now about drafting Emeka Egbuka in the first round? What a tremendous catch on the 30-yard dart from Baker Mayfield. And Gene, at field level, veteran move from Mike Evans. He went over and got Emeka's first NFL touchdown ball. As he got up and gave it back to the ref, Mike said, no, you're going to want that later. So the Bucs lead 10-7. We go back up.
What a great snag, too, and a hot shot thrown from Baker Mayfield on 3rd down and 2.5. Latron Brooks is deep to return along with Jamal Agnew. Agnew, a Pro Bowl returner. Here's the kick. That dynamic kickoff comes out around the 2-yard line. Agnew will bring it outside, inside the numbers, right up the gut. Makes one guy miss. Is spun around at the 30-yard line and dropped right there. Tampa Bay Buccaneers lead 10-7. Deion Jones on special teams. I saw O'Keefe on special teams. Anthony Nelson on special teams. And Deion Jones, a new Buccaneer this year, a former Atlanta Falcon, makes the stop on special teams. Tampa Bay Buccaneers just went 52 yards in a handful of plays. A little over 2 minutes to take a 10-7 lead on a 30-yard touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield to Emeka Egbuka. Egbuka's first career touchdown catch. It comes in his first game as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. For Baker Mayfield, his 172nd career touchdown pass. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense now. We've made some adjustments. We'll face Tyler Algier and Michael Penix. Those are the tandem in the backfield. And that pistol formation moving right to left in all black.
And Raheem Morris just called a timeout. They had trouble breaking the huddle and lining up. A lot of confusion with the receivers. Who's supposed to be where?
The second of the half. Leave 30 seconds in length.
They've got a second-year offensive coordinator in Zach Robinson. He came with Raheem Morris from the Los Angeles Rams, working with Sean McVay, another one of those offensive coordinators that have worked in that Sean McVay system. And they didn't have the right play called, apparently, and T.J. Reeves, they had to spend the time out.
And, Gene, this is a byproduct, again, that Michael Penix did not play at all in the preseason, and you're trying to get used to everything in the first game with personnel. Who's the right guy in the game? Where do we line up? They've had to do that twice now, Gene, in the first half. Take a timeout.
First down and 10. Falcons move to our left at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. First down at the 30-yard line. Pistol formation now, running back behind the quarterback, Tyler Algier. They'll send a receiver in motion, dropping the Penix, throw the pass the far side, caught ball, nice spin move, a stiff arm, and down the sideline fighting Kyle Pitts. First time he's been targeted today, and Pitts makes a nice catch on the sideline and stiff arms a Buccaneer defender.
Well, he has such a long reach, he basically just reaches out and stiff arms Savassier right in the face, and then somehow is able to get around him and took 2 other guys and knock him out of bounds.
Zion McCullum came up and helped out, shoved him out of bounds on the Falcon sideline right in front of the Atlanta bench, a gain of 12. First down and 10. The line of scrimmage now on the far side hash of the Falcon 42-yard line. 32 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That tight end is an H-back on the left edge. Running back Tyler Algier, dropping his Penix, throw the dart to the far side. Caught ball by Drake London, and he is tackled immediately, but at the Buccaneer 46-yard line. A flag has been thrown.
It's going to be on Braswell left early, so this is going to stand. First down.
Well, Drake London makes a nice grab, and the Falcons are on the move.
Defense number 43. After he's declined, the result of the play is a first down.
Take the catch. And for Drake London, his 3rd catch of the game for 19 yards, including that pickup that moves the ball into Buccaneer territory. Buccaneers lead 10-7. After the Falcons scored on their first possession, the Falcons have something going now in Buck territory at the Tampa Bay 46-yard line, near side hash. In motion, the receiver hand the ball off, and Algier runs behind a wall of black and gets it inside the Buccaneer 45, a hard-earned 2 yards outside the numbers, running to his left. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a 48-yard field goal from Chase McLaughlin and a 30-yard touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield to Emeka Egbuka. And the Buccaneers lead the Atlanta Falcons 10-7. Falcons last found the scoreboard on their opening possession of the 2025 season. A 3-play lightning quick drive took less than 2 minutes. And the Falcons Falcons were on the board 7-0 throughout the entire first quarter. Bucks finally chipped away and got a field goal early in the second. And then the touchdown on our last possession. Second down and 8. The line of scrimmage, the Buccaneer 44. Belt high snap to hand the ball off, and Robinson's going to be bottled up and is dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Not much of a gain, if any.
They went to that left side, twice in a row there, and a good job. Anthony Nelson's over there. Vita Vea's in there. Vita Vea on that one came up and made the tackle. You can see Cansey's also over there, so good work by those guys up front to force third and long. Now they got to get after the quarterback.
Third down and 7. He picks up 1 yard on that run to the left. See if they do that again. Penix has been pure poison on those quick slant routes, throwing darts to his receivers in all black uniforms. Shotgun look, sidecar left, Robinson. 3 receivers bunched to the right side of the formation. Here's a belt high snap, dropping Penix, throws a dart upfield, caught ball right on the 36-yard line. Casey Washington. He has, I think, the first down. Let's see if they spot it. It is a first down. So really third down, a dart thrown low, and Washington digs it out.
And good coverage by Jamel Dean. He just runs up and runs a stop route and does really a good job of catching that, snatching that football before Jamel can knock it away.
Well, the Atlanta Falcons on this drive started back at their 30-yard line. A face mask infraction denied a quarterback sack and extended this drive, and they're in Buccaneer territory now, and they're getting close to Younghoe Koo field goal range, if nothing else. From the Buccaneer 36-yard line, Algier, the running back. Again, that pistol look. He'll take the handoff running to his right, cuts it back against the grain. It is flattened at the 30-yard line. Nice tackle, getting down low. Was it the safety or the linebacker?
Tyke Smith was one of them.
Safety came up there. Tyke now last year was a nickel corner for the Buccaneers. Switched positions, moves into that strong safety position. Former Georgia Bulldog and West Virginia Mountaineer. A gain of 5, brings up second down and 5. Deeper into Buck territory now at the Tampa Bay 31-yard line. Same lineup, pistol formation. Algier the setback. They'll send a receiver in motion. Play action fake. A bootleg roll to the left side. Caught. Oh, drop ball by Robinson in his hands at the 32. Could not hang on. Took his eye off the ball. That's the second time in this game that Robinson, remember on the toss pitch, they fumbled and had to punt the ball?
No, that's a big one because he was basically outside the hashes. The only defender in the area was Parrish. And it was going to be one-on-one, and he was going to have to try to get him down. He's likely going to get the first down at least.
Yeah, you think that offensive coordinator Jake Olbert said, I see that rookie over there. Let's work on him. Let's put our great first-round draft pick, the running back out of Texas, on a rookie in space. Guess who's going to win? Third down and 5. They need to reach the Buccaneer 26-yard line, moving right to left and trailing by 3. Belt high snap. Penix looks. Pump fake. He's got to break the sack. He's roughed there inside the 30, slides to the 25. He's got another Falcon first down. Well, let's see. He started a slide before with the ball.
A whole lot. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
So it's going to be decision time for Raheem Morris. Bring in Younghoe Koo and try to tie this ball game, and you go for it, fall down.
Reddick I'm sorry about my sound effects, but Reddick came around, and so did Diaby, and neither of them wound up getting a sack. And that was a great opportunity to knock him back, forcing a very long field goal, and just missed it by a couple inches. 2 minutes.
This is the 2-minute warning.
Well, with fourth down and 1 facing the Falcons, they've got time to talk it over. The 2-minute warning is brought to you by Ford F-150, official truck of the Buccaneers. 10-7 Bucks at the moment. Let's take a timeout.
I'm Maya, and I'll never forget that day. I'm in the shower, and I feel a lump. Breast cancer. Even after surgery, I learned my breast cancer can still come back. That's when my doctor recommended Kisqali. I'm doing more because I'm more than just breast cancer.
Kisqali ribociclib 200 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, stage 2 or 3 early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness. Patient portrayal inspired by real patients. Learn more at Kisqali.com.
Ever wanted to try an Olympic and Paralympic sport? Try fencing. It's fast, safe, and easy to start. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Looking to create the bath you've always dreamed of without all the hassle? The Home Depot makes it easier. Shop fully styled rooms and curated collections to bring your vision to life. Use digital tools to preview flooring and finishes in your space and get everything you need from tubs to tile delivered fast and priced right. The Home Depot. Dream baths built here.
Well, at the 2-minute warning, the Falcons still appear that they're going to go for this. They need about 2 feet here to get to the Buccaneer just inside the 26-yard line here on a 4th down. Remember, the Bucs stopped them just a little while ago, Buck fans, Gene and Dave, and they have put Big Vita Vea back in the middle at the moment. You also got to be careful not to get drawn off sides here. Do the Falcons bluff going for this, or do the Falcons try to draw the Bucs offside? Chess match for Raheem Morris and Todd Bowles, Gene Duckerhoff.
Well, the Falcons are just 2 of 6 on 3rd downs, and you mentioned the big stop by Vita Vea on 4th down and 1. That got the Buccaneers fabulous field position to begin a touchdown drive. So Raheem Morris going to roll the dice again, this time deeper into Buccaneer territory than the last time he attempted 4th down. So it's on the coach's shoulders. Can they smash it ahead and get at least a yard, or do they turn Penix loose to try to surprise the Buccaneer defense? Well, Tampa Bay still shuffling in players. And Penix is ready to go to work. 4th down and 1, the first snap out of the 2-minute warning. And Tyler Algier, that power back, is in there. Behind Penix, tight end in motion, shifts to the right. That's Word. There's the snap. They'll hand the ball off, and Tyler Algier is stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but it looks like he got enough for the first down. He did. And you can see a sigh of relief across the way. Raheem Morris.
Didn't get it by much, I can tell you that.
Greg Gaines wrapped him up with a big bear hug. And I think Logan Hall was in there as well.
He came from the edge and jumped on his back.
Well, they succeed on 4th down. And get a fresh set of downs now, deeper into Buck territory at the Tampa Bay 25-yard line, far side hash. Falcons move right to left and trail 10-7. Tyler Algier, who just earned the first down, remains in as the setback behind Penix. They'll shift a wide out from right to left. That's London. Fayette, they do the pass back to London. That's Robinson. Robinson made one guy miss. Is snagged from behind to the 20-yard line. He made a Buccaneer defender absolutely whiff. And Antoine Winfield finally makes the stop. But I thought
Diaby had a shot at him. It was a little mystery. It was a fake run to the right and then a screen to the left.
Timeout. Tampa Bay. The first of the half. It'll be 30 seconds in length. Clock operator, please reset to 1 minute and 10 seconds. 1-1-0.
Lan Clark is our referee. Began his officiating career in 2018 as a field judge, promoted in 2020, and the Bucs spend a timeout. It's the Bucs' 50th season, and the home opener is a can't-miss celebration. Be there September 21st as the Bucs take on the Jets, presented by Raymond James, including a halftime celebration featuring Bucs legends. Tickets at Buccaneers.com. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 10, Atlanta Falcons 7. Low-scoring football game on opening day in 2025. A minute 10 remain in the second quarter, and the Falcons will have Bijan Robinson as a running back, 5 steps behind Michael Penix. 3 receivers to the right, including Drake London, who is in the slot to the right side, a tight end on the left edge. Receiver in motion, hand the ball off. Play action fake a pass underneath the coverage to the near side. And Levante David chases down the receiver, Drake London, and drops him. Grabbed him by the shoulder pads and dropped him. A gain
Bucs call their second timeout.
Yeah, so about the 20. See where they spot that ball, the 22-yard line between the 23 and 22.
Timeout. Tampa Bay. Their second of the half. Again, 30 seconds.
59.
Clock operator, please set the clock to 1 minute and 2 seconds. 1-0-2.
Well, they had 3 seconds to it. A minute 2 left.
you.
Bucks used our second timeout. We have one remaining and hang on to a 3-point lead. They're in field goal range for Younghoe Koo. Bucks won the toss and deferred to the second half.
Right. And this is why you do it. You get the ball to start the second half. So ideally, you'd like to stop him here, let him kick the field goal, and then you get an opportunity to score before the half, and you get the ball first in the second half.
I'll see that Atlanta Falcon offensive line that includes 2 former first-round draft picks in Jake Matthews and Chris Lindstrom. They're playing without McGarty. He's out for most of the season. 3rd down and 7. Built high snap, pressure coming. Penix throws a pass. It's almost picked off at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, McCollum
deflected at the line of scrimmage and then floating into the secondary, and the Falcons will bring in their kick team. Zion McCollum had coverage.
It actually bounced off of Vita Vea's forehead and wound up going over Drake London, who was the intended target, and then Zion McCollum had an opportunity, just wasn't able to hang on to it.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you hear the coo sound from Seoul, Korea. Younghoe Koo will attempt the field goal. He's out of Georgia Southern, injured, missed some action last year. This field goal well within his range. The spot will be at the 31-yard line, a 41-yard field goal attempt. The spot is down, the kick is airborne, and he flirts with that right upright, but he gets it, and we're tied at 10-10. 10-10 on the Younghoe Koo field goal. 41-yard effort. And Tampa Bay Buccaneers with 1 timeout remaining and 53 seconds left in the first half. TJ Reeves, we spent our timeouts, invested them well.
I was just going to say that, Gene. We're not done yet in this opening half here as the Buccaneer defense stiffened up. And I really thought they could have saved the second timeout because I thought that Levante David got Drake London out of bounds going forward, which the rule is if you're going backwards, the clock still runs when you go out of bounds. Judgment call, but still, you've got 50 seconds and a timeout to try to get in the field goal range with one of the best 50-plus yard kickers in the NFL. You get a chance to sneak an extra possession before you get the ball to start the second half, Jim.
Well, the Atlanta Falcons used 6 minutes to get within field goal range for Koo, and his 41-yard field goal was the 13th play of that scoring drive by the Falcons. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 10, Atlanta Falcons 10. All rights to this broadcast reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is prohibited. So we'll see the dynamic kickoff. And it's Younghoe Koo will put it toe to leather and kicks it in the landing zone, bounces to the 5-yard line. Sean Tucker out to the 21-yard line, and what a collision. Sean Tucker returning that kickoff to the 21-yard line. They may give him progress to the 22, but he took a pounding, but held onto the ball. Felipe Franks, a former Florida Gator and Arkansas Razorback, grew up in Wakulla County, Florida, and was a quarterback in his college career, now playing tight end and on special teams for the Atlanta Falcons. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have 1 timeout remaining in a tie ball game with 48 seconds remaining in the first half. Buccaneers have the ball for the 5th time to start the drive at the 22-yard line. The Buck 22 moving left to right. Shotgun look, Mayfield, chest high snap, gets the pass outside, gets a little block from the tight end, and there's not much running room at all for Emeka Egbuka.
They're going right on the line. See what they get on that first one.
Well, they got a nice, maybe 3 or 4 yards, not much. Here's a high snap, and Mayfield looks to the left, throws it to the left, and it's almost picked off one-handed.
Ellis, number 55.
Cade Otten, the intended receiver, the first time Cade has been targeted, and middle linebacker Cade Ellis got a paw on it. You heard the crowd react. That could have changed the scoreboard. Tampa Bay Buccaneers face 3rd down and long. Tez Johnson will see playing time now. See if we can get to Tez, rookie wide receiver, drafted late by the Buccaneers last spring, and he is to the near side. Baker Mayfield, empty backfield, will bring Rashad White now to his left hip. So it looks like a shotgun formation. 3rd down, 5-7, dropping Mayfield under pressure. Mayfield will go down, the first sack allowed in 2025, and he's manhandled. Offensive line's got to do a better job on 3rd down and long. You knew the Falcons were going to be coming after him. Now there's some extracurricular stuff going on. A lot of shoving going on by the Atlanta Falcons. And couple of Falcons. Ellis comes in there and says, hey, fellas, separate. So the Buccaneers will turn it over on downs.
No, they're going to punt.
We'll punt the ball with 18 seconds.
Atlanta, their third and final of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Clock operator, please reset to 20 seconds. 2-0.
I was wondering when the clock had stopped on the sack and the Falcons had one timeout remaining, they spent it. And that quarterback sack will force the Buccaneers to punt with 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jamal Agnew awaits at the 30-yard line of the Falcons. Riley Dixon needs a punt, gets a big right toe into it. High-hanging punt. Agnew backpedaling to the 21-yard line. Has a lot of running room, a lot of space. Zigzags his way out to the 37-yard line. And he's clobbered there. And the Falcons, with 9 seconds remaining and no timeouts, will probably take one more shot before heading to the locker room. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 10, Atlanta Falcons 10. Falcons have just tied this game with 53 seconds left on a Younghoe Koo 41-yard field goal. 9 seconds left, enough time for maybe 2 plays.
Yeah, if you're lucky. If you get tackled in bounds, it's over.
We needed a big punt. Needed a big punt by Riley Dixon.
Yeah, it was a good punt. His heels were on his own 1 yard line.
Delivered a 61-yard punt. Return by Jamal Agnew to the Falcon 38-yard line. First down. Penix now shotgun look. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight into the slot to the right. That's Kyle Pitts. Here's the snap belt high. Dropping Penix. Throws the near sideline. It is incomplete pass. 2 defenders in the area. Penix got lucky trying to throw into a tight window. And Washington was the intended receiver, and he comes down hard.
Yeah, but he's a little slow getting up. But Penix was trying to throw that cover 2 hole shot, they call it, and it's where the receiver gets an outside release, and the quarterback's got to drive it in there before the safety, who's deep, can come up and make a play. And it was pretty tight, and Washington's limping off the field.
Yeah, he was the target. Had 2 Buccaneer defenders in the area. Penix sort of gambled with that throw. And the pass is incomplete with 3 seconds left. One more shot for Penix, and the Falcons barring a penalty. And they're going to go and take that kneel-down formation. That'll do it for the first half. Well, the Falcons score the first score. They score the last score in the first half. And they were tied at 10-10. Here's T.J. Reeves on the sideline. T.J.
Well, and the head coach makes his way over here to me. Coach, we are live here. All right, they got the early touchdown. Then your team settled down. What did you do well on both sides of the ball?
Defensively, we settled down and we tackled. We were where we were supposed to be. Offensively, we got the run game going a little bit. We just got to execute better on third down.
Can you say enough about the rookie Emeka Egbuka with a fantastic touchdown catch?
He's been doing it all training camp. We expect him to do it in the game, and he did.
What will you emphasize here with 1 half to go tied up?
Let's find a way to win the game.
Here we go. At halftime, 10-10, Buccaneers and Falcons. Let's take a timeout.
I'm Maya, and I'll never forget that day. I'm in the shower, and I feel a lump. Breast cancer. Even after surgery, I learned my breast cancer can still come back. That's when my doctor recommended Kisqali. I'm doing more because I'm more than just breast cancer.
Kisqali ribociclib 200 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, stage 2 or 3 early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness. Patient portrayal inspired by real patients. Learn more at Kisqali.com.
Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts. Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beat when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org.
Atlanta takes the early 7-0 lead. Bucks go 3 and out on both of their initial possessions of the half. And then on that third possession, late in the first quarter, they finally got something going. Shepard had a 10-yard catch on that drive. On 4th and 1, the Bucks converted. Evans with a 6-yard catch there, and the drive continued into the second quarter with the Falcons up 7-0 at this point. Egbuka had his first catch, a 9-yard catch. White had an 11-yard run, but the drive did stall, and they had to settle for a Chase McLaughlin 48-yard field goal. So the Bucks get on the scoreboard, still trailing the Falcons 7-3. On the next Falcons possession, they took the ball at the 29. They got to near midfield and went for it on 4th and 1, and the Bucks held them and took over on downs. Robinson, no gain on the run. That was huge because the Bucks took the ball at the 47, their own 47, and put together a drive, and it ended on this 3rd and 2.
Play action fake. Mayfield dropping to throw, looking to throw down the field. Fist caught ball with Bucca. He's got a touchdown, Tampa Bay. And Maka Abuka's first career touchdown grab with a fingertip grab in the end zone.
That made the score Buccaneers 10 and the Falcons 7, so the Bucks took the lead there, but the Falcons get a drive going late in the second half, and they end up getting a Younghoe Koo 41-yard field goal to tie the game up at 10-10. That's where we are at halftime in Atlanta. The Bucks 10, the Falcons 10.
This is the NFL Scoreboard.
halftime
by Hard Rock Bet, the official sportsbook partner of your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
At halftime in Cleveland, the Bengals lead the Browns 14-0. The Colts at halftime lead the Dolphins 20-0 in Indianapolis. Patriots and Raiders, it's 10-7 at halftime. Cardinals have a 17-10 lead over the Saints at halftime. And a couple of more halftime scores here. The Jets lead the Steelers 19-17 in New York. And the Commanders have a 14-3 lead over the Giants at halftime in Washington. This game is delayed. Lightning up in Jacksonville. The Jacksonville leads right now in the second quarter 10-3. Later today, you have the Titans at the Broncos, the Niners at the Seahawks, Lions at the Packers, Texans at the Rams. Tonight's Sunday night game, a good one, Ravens at the Bills. And then you have the Monday night game is the Vikings at the Bears. How did the Buccaneers stack up in the first half? Well, we'll have those halftime stats for you next. Again, at halftime, it's 10-10. The Morgan & Morgan halftime show will continue after this timeout.
I'm Maya, and I'll never forget that day. I'm in the shower, and I feel a lump. Breast cancer. Even after surgery, I learned my breast cancer can still come back. That's when my doctor recommended Kisqali. I'm doing more because I'm more than just breast cancer.
Kisqali ribociclib 200 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, stage 2 or 3 early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness. Patient portrayal inspired by real patients. Learn more at Kisqali.com.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beat when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
The Morgan & Morgan halftime show continues. How did the Bucs stack up? Let's take a look with the FDOT halftime stats. The Florida Department of Transportation reminds you that fans don't let fans drive drunk, drive sober, or get pulled over. Have a great day and drive safe. Here's Ronnie Lane.
Again, at halftime in Atlanta, it's a 10-10 game, Bucs and Falcons. First down, 6 for the Bucs, 9 for the Falcons in the first half. And third down efficiency, 3 for 8 for the Bucs, 2 for 7 for the Falcons. On fourth down, 1 for 1 for the Bucs, 1 for 2 for the Falcons. 120 total yards of offense for the Buccaneers in the first half, 166 for the Atlanta Falcons. They had 140 through the air. The Bucs only 69 through the air, but the Bucs had 51 yards rushing to the Falcons' 26 yards rushing. And if you look at the game leaders, Baker Mayfield, the quarterback of the Bucs, obviously 7 for 15 with a touchdown. Michael Penix quarterbacking the Falcons, 12 for 19 with a touchdown. Neither quarterback with an interception. Leading rusher for the Bucs, 8 carries, Bucky Irvin, 25 yards, and his Tyler Algiers, 6 carries for 17 yards for Atlanta. Leading receiver for Tampa Bay, the rookie, Emeka Egbuka, has 42 yards catching, 42 receiving yards on 3 receptions and a touchdown. And Bijan Robinson has 4 receptions and a touchdown. He leads them with 71 yards receiving. Leading tackler for the Bucs at halftime, Zion McCollum with 4. Zion McCollum with 4 tackles to lead the Bucs at halftime. Again, at halftime, our score is 10-10. Those were your Florida Department of Transportation halftime stats. Florida Department of Transportation reminds you that fans don't let fans drive drunk, drive sober, or get pulled over. Have a great afternoon. Drive safely. The Morgan & Morgan halftime show will continue right after this timeout.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. So just like you, he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs.
And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh, Mr. Gecko, is it true what they say about Geico's emergency roadside service?
I'll own up to it. Yes, it's all true.
You mean to say Geico's emergency roadside service really is 24/7?
And it's available on the phone or app. It's all part of getting more with Geico. I don't mean to be rude, but could I scooch past you all? You're standing in the way of my yoga class.
One more, Mr. Gecko, the fans must know. Why yoga?
Well, it helps with my posture. It's my back. It ain't what it used to be.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This has been the Morgan & Morgan Halftime Show. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and the official injury law firm partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The second half kickoff is coming up next.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers 10, Atlanta Falcons 10, as we get ready to begin the second half at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This place has been loud and raucous. Buccaneers struggled early on field position, our biggest enemy, but once we got rolling and got a short field for Baker Mayfield to work with, he found what's going to be a well-known name in the Tampa Bay area, Emeka Egbuka, for his first career touchdown grab. Buccaneers got the offense going on our third, fourth, fifth, and sixth possessions of the first half. The Atlanta Falcons scored first, a 50-yard touchdown catch and run by Bijan Robinson. And less than 2 minutes into the ball game, we were trailing 7-0. We got 3 back on a Chase McLaughlin field goal early in the second quarter. And then Baker Mayfield threw a dart to Emeka Egbuka, who made a fingertip grab in the end zone. A 30-yard touchdown snag to give the Buccaneers a 10-7 lead. And then just before halftime, Younghoe Koo in the closing minute did his thing, a 41-yard field goal, and we're tied at 10-10. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in all white today, and the Falcons are in all black. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have had trouble converting on third down in the game last year. Well, it's a different season, but last year we led the league, converting nearly 51% of our third downs. Cameron Johnson and Sean Tucker are deep to return the opening kickoff of the second half. And Younghoe Koo will tee it up at the 35-yard line. Under the new dynamic kickoff rules, both teams' special teams units line up 5 yards apiece. The second half kickoff is brought to you by Beef O'Brady's. Beef O'Brady's, good food, good sports. See you at Beef's. And Koo, a right-toed kicker, puts total leather and kicks it into the end zone. And the Buccaneers will bring it out to the 35-yard line. That is new this year. And the thought is that if you kick it in the landing zone, you bring it out to the 30. So the 5 extra yards, you're about a first down and maybe 2 first downs away from a long field goal.
Right.
So they're trying to get the kickoff back into the game of football. I watched college football games yesterday, and almost every kickoff was in the end zone for a touchback.
Right.
It takes away one of the most dynamic plays in the game. That's why they call it the dynamic kickoff, I guess. Tampa Bay Buccaneers will have the ball first. We will move left to right here in the third quarter in all white. And Bucky Irving will be the Buccaneer running back. Under center, Baker Mayfield takes the snap, toss pitch to the right side. Bucky finds a little crease, spins off a tackler, is drilled from the backside around the 37-yard line, a gain of a couple.
Well, it looked like he was going to have a lot of room there. Well played by the defense. He tried to spin back inside, but didn't get free.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers did not have the benefit of good field position to begin drives, with the exception of one kick out of bounds by Koo, but it didn't kick in the landing zone. We started at the 40, and then we started at midfield after the Buccaneers stopped Atlanta on 4th down and 1. Second down and 8 after a 2-yard pickup. Shotgun formation, Bucks near side hash. The snap, Goodwin, belt high, Mayfield throws a crossing route. Diving catch at the Falcon 44-yard line. That's Sterling Shepard's second catch of the game. He dug out something that looked like it was going to be well incomplete.
Yeah, this ball was down low, but he did a great job of getting his hands underneath it and pulling it, landing on his shoulder.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers get a first down. Tempo move. The pass in a hurry. Mayfield tried to shove it out to the left side, and nothing doing. Pass knocked away right at the 45-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 44.
Yeah, that Mike Hughes. This is just a little out route that they were throwing to Egbuka. contact way early. Very clear that Bucca got hit before the ball even got close.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2nd down and 10, incomplete pass. Bucca has the Buccaneers' only touchdown. Bijan Robinson has the Falcons' only touchdown. We're not at a 10-10. Empty backfield, belt high snap, Mayfield, pump fake, goes back. It's a caught ball at the 30-yard line by Mike Evans. And boy, speaking of tight windows, there were guys in black uniforms on 3 different sides of Mike Evans, and he still got the pass to number 13. First down.
And he pump faked to Cade Otton on the outside to get the linebacker to bite, and then came back inside. So just that little pump fake forced Ellis to take a step outside, which created that seam for Mike Evans on the in route.
14-yard pickup. Mayfield now 9 of 18 throwing the ball. 1 running back set. Mayfield under center. Ben Bredesen. Receiver in motion. Hand the ball off, and right up the gut goes Irving, and he wiggles his way ahead inside the 30 to around the 28-yard line, a gain of a couple. He's not been able to break one in the game today so far. Bucky Irving's 10th carry of the game, averaging right at 3 yards per carry. His longest run of the day, a 9-yarder. Early in the second quarter, Buccaneers face 2nd down and 8. A long 8. Need to reach the Atlanta Falcon 20-yard line from the Falcon 28, near right between the hash marks. Bucky Irving swings back into the backfield. He had lined up wide to the right as a receiver. Now he's on the right hip of Mayfield, who kicks his right leg, gets a belt-high snap, pressure up the middle, past the far side of the field, caught ball, and out of bounds at the 23 by Tez Johnson, his first catch.
Right, it was a really good catch, too. It's a speed out. They're doing a hurry-up tempo offense. Speed out, caught it right on the sideline and got his feet in. 3rd down and 3, Bucks ready to go. Falcons make their adjustment. They got 3 men at the line of scrimmage. And a corner playing right on the edge, press man coverage. And Baker Mayfield is going to walk to the sideline. Are we going to spend the timeout here? Well, he's pointing to the bench, and now there's going to be a timeout. He started walking away from behind center, walking slowly toward the near sideline.
Timeout. Tampa Bay.
They
first
went
of the
with
half.
tempo, but they had
30 seconds in length.
They had Mike Evans standing on the sideline.
I guess Baker saw that. I did not. And then I saw Coach Todd Bowles walking down the near sideline right down below us. And I think that Todd was saying, I wish we could hang on to these timeouts. It's 3rd down and a long 3. Mike Evans, was he on the sideline there?
He was.
Is he back in the... Well, let's check.
He is now.
Now he's back in the huddle. Yeah, Mike Evans just moved ahead of Art Monk in the all-time receiving.
Now, Raheem Morris, just to let you know what's going on, they're questioning the catch by Tez Johnson. He juggled it a little bit, going out of bounds. So he's checking to see if he can throw the challenge flag, and does right there.
Well, they're going to challenge the apparent catch by Tez Johnson, which would be his first career NFL catch in a regular season game.
So that's where they were rushing to the line of scrimmage, and now you gave time for them to play the replay above, and he had 2 feet in, but then
Ruling on the previous play of completed pass is being challenged by Atlanta. It will be reviewed.
Well, if we just surrendered a timeout then, Dave. If he was going to challenge, we took the timeout that was charged to the Buccaneers. I don't think they give it back to you, do they?
No. But it just gave Raheem Morris enough time to review that replay and see that he didn't have possession.
After reviewing the play, the ruling is incomplete pass. 3rd down.
Well, instead of 3rd down and 3, it'll be 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and long now, and a different play, I would think, from brand new offensive coordinator Josh Rizard. See what he dials up. Last year Liam Cohen was the offensive coordinator, but Josh primarily was the 3rd down coordinator. So this is familiar territory, you would think, for Josh Rizard, calling plays from the sideline for the first time as an offensive coordinator. A lot of noise by a very partisan Falcon crowd. Big rivalry between the Bucs and the Falcons. has been even before we joined the NFC South with the Falcons. They were in the NFC West, remember. Bucs were in the NFC Central. I remember playing at Fulton County Stadium, that field that felt like concrete.
Right.
You played on that field.
I did, many times.
Rashad White, setback. Bucs show shotgun. Timeout requested by the official. For what reason, don't know. Well, did they...
Spot the ball in the wrong spot?
Well, Land Clark will sort
Clock operator, please reset the game clock to 12 minutes and 29 seconds. 12:29.
Wow, that's a half a minute.
Right, it was the incomplete pass.
Yeah, so it did say 12:02. Now it's 12:29. Opening series of the third quarter. Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the toss, deferred to the second half. And we began this drive at our 35-yard line. A couple of first down grabs. And now the Buccaneers face third down and 8, need to reach the Falcon 20-yard line to extend this drive. In motion, tight end Cade Otton to the right slot. Shotgun look good, snap belt high. Here comes pressure, gets the back. Caught ball, block and a tackle by the ankles at the 25-yard line. Rashad White, an ankle tackle prevents what could have been a scoring play.
It was really a great play by Watts. Number 31, and they know this blitz is coming. They run what they call an angle route, and Rashad White acts like he's going into flat, cuts back inside, clears himself for the catch, but great adjustment by number 31 on defense, Watts.
And Watts, a rookie out of Notre Dame, third-round pick.
Heads-up play.
Teammate of Benjamin Morrison, who we hope to see wearing a Buccaneer uniform. He's not active today. Field goal attempt. Chase McLaughlin, the spot will be at the 34, 44-yard field goal. He's made a 48-yarder. Here's the kick. Plenty of leg, and it is
wide left.
Wide to the left. Chase McLaughlin very seldom misses. And it looked like he was collided into. There's a discussion right now with Land Clark, and that's what they're trying to say. Hey, our guy got run into. That's Bradley. I beg your pardon. That's Riley Dixon putting up for his kicker. And there's no flag, and the field goal is wide to the left. And we're still tied at 10-10. Let's take a timeout.
I'm Maya, and I'll never forget that day. I'm in the shower, and I feel a lump. Breast cancer. Even after surgery, I learned my breast cancer can still come back. That's when my doctor recommended Kisqali. I'm doing more because I'm more than just breast cancer.
Kisqali ribociclib 200 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, stage 2 or 3 early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness. Patient portrayal inspired by real patients. Learn more at Kisqali.com.
Ever wanted to try an Olympic and Paralympic sport? Try fencing. It's fast, safe, and easy to start. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
This is the Chase Sapphire Lounge in Boston Logan. You got clam chowder. In New York, dirty martini. Over 1,300 airport lounges and one card that gets you in. Chase Sapphire Reserve, the most rewarding card.
Learn more at chase.com/Sapphire Reserve. Cards issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC, subject to credit approval.
Attention, grown-ups. I'm here to tell you all about school lunch. We know that what we eat matters. Nutritious food provides energy, vitamins, nutrients to help us stay focused and perform at our best in the classroom and beyond. It's simple. A balanced school lunch means better performance, and children in Florida may qualify for free or reduced price. Visit schoollunchftw.com to learn more. School lunch for the win!
Well, 11:42 to go in the third period. Chase McLaughlin with a rare miss, but I can tell you this, he got run into right in front of the referee, Land Clark, and Gene, during that timeout, Todd Bowles and Thomas McGahee, the special teams coordinator, giving Land Clark an earful, and also where is replay assist to call down and say, the kicker got hit, that's a flag.
Well, the Falcons take over with 11:42 to go in the third quarter, and they'll begin this drive at the spot where Chase McLaughlin missed the field goal, a 44-yard attempt. The spot will be at the 34-yard line. Falcons' first possession of the second half. From the 34-yard line, moving right to left. Pistol formation with a running back, and that's Robinson. 3 steps behind the quarterback, Michael Penix. He'll hand the ball off. Robinson running to the left. Dig down outside the numbers to the 40, to the 45-yard line. Here comes a flag right along the sideline.
It's going to be holding on one of those wide receivers on the outside.
I think Casey Washington was leading the way for Bijan Robinson. See what Land Clark's crew saw this time.
Holding. Offense. Number 5. 5-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Drake London, who was lined up as a wide receiver on that same side. The toss pitch to Bijan Robinson has been so successful for the Atlanta Falcons in today's ballgame. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 10, Atlanta Falcons 10. That penalty on the Falcons is just their second of the game. And their first penalty was on the opening kickoff of the game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in all white uniforms. That holding penalty moves the ball back to the Falcon 28-yard line. Near side hash. Penix in the shotgun formation now. Sidecar right. Robinson, the running back. 3 receivers to the right, including a tight end pitch. He comes in motion. The lefty throws a pass near side. Caught ball on the near sideline at the 31-yard line. Drake London, they had to lean forward to make that snag, and that's a very small gain on first down. It's about a couple. Second down, 12.
Speed out on the outside. He had to actually come back to the ball because Jamel Dean was pressuring him. So he had to come back towards the line of scrimmage, and that's why it was only a pickup of a couple.
Buccaneers bring in Hassan Reddick. We have seen him in the backfield once today. No sacks by the Buccaneers. Penix gets rid of the ball in a hurry. Second-year quarterback, grew up in Tampa. Second down, a dozen, moving left. In a tie ball game in the third quarter. 10:37 to go in the third period. Pitts in motion, swings to the left. Penix just goes to the ball. That way, it's a caught ball, flag throw.
It's illegal procedure on the offense. There's a shift in a motion, and both of them didn't get set.
They had Pitts in motion, the flag thrown immediately, and Pitts made the catch. It would have been close to a Falcon first down.
Illegal shift. Offense, number 8. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That was Kyle Pitts, Florida product. Early draft pick by the Atlanta Falcons. Boy, they liked him so much in college, they made him the 4th overall pick in 2021. But he shifts illegally. That'll cost him at least 12 yards. It brings up second down and 17. Or second down and 17 it is. I mentioned a moment ago that the Falcons have been penalized just 3 times. It's now 4 times on that last penalty. Shotgun look, moving left. Tie ball game at 10-10. Pitch in motion again. Goes back to, there's a pass to the left edge. Complete, almost picked off. Near sideline. Jamel Dean had a chance to snare that thing. And London, the intended target. And almost a pick 6 by the Buccaneers, but that doesn't count. Today's NFL, Jamel Dean had 2 hands on it and could not snare it.
Yeah, it looked like London almost fell down. It was kind of leaning into, he slipped and was leaning into Jamel Dean. And Jamel was kind of backwards, but had a chance to get a hand on it.
Third down now and 17. The Falcons need to reach the Tampa Bay the Falcon 44-yard line. Third down, 17. Shotgun formation, receiver to the left, 1 in the slot, and then 2 to the right, including tight end Kyle Pitts on that right slot. Bijan Robinson, the running back, on the right hip, dropping to throw. Penix to throw. Third down. Gets away from a sack, running to his left, and throws it upfield and throws it out of bounds. Incomplete pass. And Kalijah Cansey, who led us in sacks a year ago, almost got to it. Looked like we had him in the pocket.
Yeah, Yaya Diaby, he gets around the edge, but he winds up getting caught inside and doesn't keep that contained, so Penix got out to the left.
Both teams have played exceptionally well on third down defense. For the Atlanta Falcons, they've converted just 2 third downs in today's game. Tie ball game at 10-10. Bradley Pinion into punt again. Kenyon takes the snap around the 14-yard line, one big step, and towering punt, backpedaling all the way back to the 15-yard line. Cameron Johnson, he gets a block. Cameron Johnson finds daylight to the 30, outside the numbers to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Cam Johnson to the 40, stiff arms to the 33-yard line. Big play by the Bucs special teams.
That's a great job. Patience, waiting to catch that. It was a bomb of a punt, so there was big separation between the coverage and the return, and he hit a crease and took off, had that extra gear, some good blocking, especially at the end. O'Keefe was way down the field blocking for him and was able to spring him around that corner.
And that Barton College product, a speed merchant, Cameron Johnson. Great punt return. It travels 53 yards. We saw some nice returns in the preseason. Tampa Bay Buccaneers will have the ball deep in Falcon territory at the Atlanta Falcon 32-yard line. Tampa Bay's second possession of the second half. 9:39 to go in the third quarter. See if the Buccaneer offense can put points on the board. They shift that front five. And Black send Ellis as a block. Up the gut goes Bucky Irving. He's ahead to maybe the 28-yard line on the near side hash. So a hard-earned 4 yards for Bucky. Running the ball has been tough for Buccaneer ball carriers in today's game. Bucky's 11th carry for 33 yards. Rashad White has carried the ball twice for 14.
Yeah, that's a good run.
The scramble twice. Yeah, you get 4 yards. They brought Ellis up to the line of scrimmage. He's generally a middle linebacker.
They had two backs in the backfield, so they motioned Rashad White through the backfield as if they were going to throw him a quick screen out there, and then ran Bucky between the tackles.
53-yard punt return by Cameron Johnson. So that's Cameron with a K. The Bucs face second down and 6. Shotgun look, Mayfield looking over the middle. It's nearly picked off. Sterling Shepard became a defensive back and knocked it away. Sterling Shepard denies Xavier Watts his first career pick. Rookie out of Notre Dame. And the Bucs face third down and 6.
And he came from the weak side, reading the eyes of Mayfield because he was working the right and really did a good job of jumping in front of Shepard. Shepard grabs his hands so he can't hang on to the ball.
Baker Mayfield threw 41 touchdown passes a year ago. But he also had 16 interceptions. Don't need one here. A golden opportunity to take the lead, break a 10-10 tie. Third down. Rashad White, sidecar right. High snap. Mayfield looking. Up, moves out of the pocket, runs to his left. Mayfield is going to scoop for the first down inside the 20, 15 to the 10. He's tackled from behind at the 8-yard line. Baker Mayfield motoring to his left under pressure and found daylight and danced into the 10-yard line around the 8. They'll spot it between the 8 and the 9. And that scramble by Baker Mayfield converts third down and 6.
Really, the coverage, just watching the replay, coverage is outstanding. And Baker was able to escape and has plenty of room to pick up the first down.
20-yard run. First down at the 8. Hand the ball off in the backfield. Nowhere to go. As the Buccaneers try to test that right side again, and just the defensive wall of the Atlanta Falcons denies the carry by Bucky Irving. The Bucs are in the Verizon Red Zone. Verizon, the official 5G network of the Buccaneers. It's second down and goal. So they give him a loss of about 1.5. The ball just inside the chalk at the 10-yard line, moving right from the near side hash mark. Mike Evans deploys wide to the left. This is Mike Evans' territory, isn't it? Bucky Irving is the setback. Shepard now in motion across the formation, joins up with Evans on the left flank. Kate Otten, the right tight end in the slot. Here's the snap, belt high. Mayfield gets the pass, caught by Bucky Irving. Inside the 5, 3, 2, 1. Is he in, Mr. Ref? He hit the pylon with the football. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving.
What a great job. This ball's thrown behind. It's just his check down. He's trying to get to the end zone, talking about Mayfield. Doesn't have anything. Bucky Irving checks into the flat, does a great job of getting up the field, leaves his feet in the field to play, and is able to hit that pylon with the ball.
16 to 10. All scoring plays are reviewed, and they'll take their time to look at this one in New York. But he hit the pylon with the football. The official right there at the pylon raised both arms. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving's first career receiving touchdown in a regular season game. And he gets it done, diving to the pylon from about the 4-yard line. Point after try important. We're up 16-10. Spot is down. The kick is airborne. It's good. And the Buccaneers now have a little breathing room. We're up 17-10, our longest lead of the game. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. See your Wesley Chapel, Tampa Bay, Clearwater, and Sarasota Lexus dealers.
It's game time, and that means one thing: Jameson Irish Whiskey. Whether you're catching the game at home, at the local bar, or at Raymond James Stadium, everyone wins with the refreshing Jameson Irish Whiskey, topped off with ginger ale and lime. Taste responsibly. Jameson Irish Whiskey, product of Ireland, 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof, 2022. Imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York.
The year 1976. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers begin a half-century march toward greatness, conquering 2 championship titles along the way. Soon after, Ford F-Series begins its reign as the best-selling truck in America. For 48 straight years, Ford trucks have kept that win streak alive. Ford F-150, the official truck of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. See your local Ford dealer today.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute, and sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly. Hey! Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons on 98 Rock. 98 Rock.
Well, what an electrifying play to give the Buccaneers the lead back 17-10. Right in front of me, Gene, on the near sideline. Bucky Irving not only makes the catch, makes the defender miss, but well aware of his feet and well aware of the pylon to dive in. That play has 3 letters, NFL, written all over it. And again, it's spurred on by the great punt return. I know you got a note about that, by Cameron Johnson, and Baker Mayfield with a 20-yard scramble on 3rd down, and the Bucs cash in as we go back up to Mean Gene.
Yeah, that 53-yard punt return by Cameron Johnson. Last year, our longest punt return was 17 yards by Trey Palmer. Dynamic kickoff will come down around the 3-yard line, will be brought out by Natron Brooks, and Brooks is going to run into a wall of white, and he's tripped up and dropped shy of the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay Buccaneers special teams players now, so we're getting it done on the return game and the cover game. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
98 Rock is WXTV Clearwater, Tampa, St. Petersburg, with Crash and AJ in the morning, and your home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, the Falcons will start at the 29-yard line. Brooks' return denied further by Wisdom. Tampa Bay Buccaneers safety and special teams performer. Nice play by Wisdom. First down 10 Falcons. They move right to left, trail 17-10. Bucks' longest lead of the game. Tied in Werner in motion, drops back, shot pistol formation, dropping to throw. Penix looking downfield, throws the ball downfield, got a receiver, and throws Kyle Pitts. Pitts was, Tyke Smith was in the area, but Smith gives up about 6 inches to Kyle Pitts, the tight end.
And Penix is like signaling to Pitts to tell him to keep moving because Tyke Smith was underneath him between the quarterback and receiver. So he's telling Pitts, you got to keep moving for me so I can throw it to you.
Well, Michael Penix now 13 of 23 throwing the ball for 144 yards. Incomplete pass on first down brings up second down and 10. Falcons at their own 29-yard line. To the far side hash, moving left. Bucks threaten the blitz by a backer and a safety. Dropping to throw Penix, and he dumps the ball off. A flag thrown for a false start on the Atlanta Falcons. All of a sudden, penalty.
False start. Offense number 71. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That's Elijah Wilkinson, and he's pressed into duty because they lose their starting right tackle and their number 1 reserve right tackle. So Wilkinson, his 9th year, is guilty of the false start.
Clock operator, please reset to 7:13.
Played 1 game a year ago with the Falcons, and That time he jumped the gun, so that penalty, the 5th on the Falcons, for a total of 25 yards, will set them back. Second down, 15, and the line of scrimmage, the Atlanta 24-yard line. Buccaneers in all white uniforms, the Falcons in all black. Bucs lead 17-10. From the far side hash, the 24, shotgun, look sidecar left, Robinson dropping Penix. Penix gets the pass away, caught ball on the far sideline and out of bounds. Short of the mark to make is Drake London. London has always played well against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In fact, his 100-yard receiving games, count them in a hand, 5 100-yard games, 3 of them have been against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, including a 100-yard game last year here.
This is just a deep out route. He gets Zion McCollum going up the field, puts his foot in the ground and breaks out. And Penix hits him on time. Third down
and 3, the ball at the Falcon 36-yard line. They need to reach the 39. Shotgun look with Robinson on the right hip now, and they'll send a receiver in motion. Drake London to the left. Trip receivers to the left of Penix, the left-handed quarterback. Now he points to the right side, takes the belt high snap. Here comes pressure, gets the pass away, caught ball. It's a first down inside the 50-yard line by Ray McLeod. First time he's been targeted here in the second half, and it comes on third down and 4. And the Falcons move the stick, so they're in Buck territory right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and the Bucs came with an all-out blitz. They brought everybody inside, and it was man-to-man, and Tyke Smith is the guy covering Ray McLeod, and all he did was just break across the field, and Penix hit him in stride.
Well, the second-year quarterback out of the University of Washington began his career in Indiana and transferred to Washington, where he was 24-3 as a starting quarterback for the Huskies. Played his high school ball, as we all know, in Tampa, at Tampa Bay Technical High School. And he's 1-2 in the NFL, but he played like a veteran there. First down, 10 Falcons at midfield, the 50-yard line. Here's the snap. Penix looking to his left, throws it to his left, caught ball at the 45, inside the 40, near the first down marker on the near sideline by Drake London. And that's another big throw by Penix, and that will be enough for a first down.
Just another out route. He pushes up and hesitates, breaks out late, and Penix hits him in stride.
Drake London goes 6'4". He has a size advantage on most defensive backs. Makes the catch and moves the sticks. It's first down, 10 Falcons. Bucs lead 17-10. But the Falcons are on the move now, nearly in field goal range for Young Wei Koo at the Tampa Bay Buccaneer 39-yard line. From the near side hash, moving left. Drake London in motion. Drowitz goes back to the right edge. Pistol formation with Robinson behind Penix and Court. And there's a flag. Somebody moved.
Yeah, and Cansey was trying to point to let the ref know that.
False start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That is the third penalty on this drive, and the second flagged on Elijah Wilkinson. Tampa Bay Buccaneers need to get pressure on this young left-handed quarterback out of the University of Washington. How many guys from Washington can you count on the field today for both of these teams, huh? 4 for the Buccaneers. Falcons quarterback Penix took him to the national championship game his senior year. Empty backfield now for Penix. He's got 3 receivers deployed to his right now. Robinson drifts into the backfield. Sidecar right. He'll take a draw play, runs up the gut, makes one guy miss, and leans inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. So he gets the penalty, most of the penalty yards back. That'll bring up second down at 11. A gain of 4, maybe 4.5 as they spot the ball just inside the chalk, near side hash of the 40-yard line. So it's a football length inside the 40 of the Buccaneers. They move right to left and trail 17-10. They'll deploy tight end Kyle Pitts wide to the right. He's got wide receiver speed and skills and the size of a tight end. Shotgun look with Robinson shifting in motion. They get the ball back to the kind of bubble screen set up for Kyle Pitts, and he's going to be snagged by the leg and falls forward to the 38-yard line. Buccaneers knock him down, and finally a whistle. He was trying to shake a leg and break free.
Well, he's a big guy to bring down, and somebody was hanging on to his ankle for life until their buddies got there. And it looks like it was Tyke Smith and McCollum hanging onto his leg before a couple other guys came in to wipe him out.
He goes 6'5", 250 pounds. Third down and 9.5. They converted 1 third down earlier in this drive, and they're in Buccaneer territory at the 39, dropping Penix to throw. Has time, throws the ball. It's caught ball. In space, Billy Robinson. Outside the numbers to the 20, to the 15-yard line. And Penix waits for his third different look and finds number 7 wide open down that far sideline. Almost a replica of the touchdown pass earlier this ballgame.
It looks like Savassi Dennis is supposed to cover him, but he must have stayed in the block initially. So Savassi Dennis went into the backfield, and then Robinson slipped out and wound up so wide open.
Dennis came down and helped on the tackle, but a 23-yard play on 3rd down and 9 extends this drive deeper into Buck territory at the Tampa Bay Buccaneer 15-yard line, moving left, trailing 7. Pistol formation, hand the ball off. Robinson runs to his right, is snagged by the right leg, breaks the tackle inside the 10. He ran to his right. Buccaneers had him wrapped up. Levante David was among the first guys in white to get to him. But Robinson's a tough guy to bring down.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Levante David had him, and then he broke free. Winfield Jr. is the guy that actually got him on the ground.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 17-10 lead in jeopardy at the moment. 2nd down and 5. A 5-yard carry by Robinson. Now Tyler Algier will replace Robinson. Again, that pistol look with a running back 3 steps behind the quarterback. They hand the ball off. Algier runs up the gut, is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage and knocked backwards for no gain. That will bring up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, both McCollum and Tyke Smith were in the hole, and Algier, after hitting them both, was still up. And it took another Bucs defender to get him down.
Tyler Algier, 5'11", 225 pounds. Running back, he is their power back. Robinson gives him a little shiftiness. Algier was a 5th-round draft pick out of BYU. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. The Falcons have converted 4 of 10 3rd downs. Shotgun look with Algier on the right hip. Receiver in motion from right to left. Penix dropping. He's going to go down, sacked at the 19-yard line. Hassan Reddick with his first quarterback sack as a Buccaneer. And that's the first sack of the game by a Tampa Bay defender.
Yeah, really a good job. A good job at man-to-man coverage. Penix couldn't get rid of it right away, and Reddick split 2 offensive linemen when I'm coming right up the middle.
Well, that'll move the ball back with a 10-yard quarterback sack. And the line of scrimmage will be just inside the 20-yard line. Younghoe Koo is deployed to attempt a 36-yard field goal. He made a 41-yard field goal earlier. Here's the spot down. The kick is airborne, and Younghoe Koo, it hits the upright but bounces through. No. It doinked off the right upright, but it did go through.
Yeah, it did go through.
Why couldn't that happen in the Washington game? It did here. It hit the right upright and bounced to the left. It took a left turn on Peachtree Street, and it's good. And the Falcons dig into a 7-point deficit. The score is now 17-13. Tampa Bay leads by 4. Let's take a timeout.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
I'm Maya, and I'll never forget that day. I'm in the shower, and I feel a lump. Breast cancer. Even after surgery, I learned my breast cancer can still come back. That's when my doctor recommended Kisqali. I'm doing more because I'm more than just breast cancer.
Kisqali ribociclib 200 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, stage 2 or 3 early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness. Patient portrayal inspired by real patients. Learn more at Kisqali.com.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beat when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
This break in the action is brought to you by Auto Owners and Commercial Insurance. Have insurance for whatever fumbles in life come your way. That's simple human sense. Well, the Atlanta Falcons dig out of a 7-point deficit, trail by just 4 now. As Younghoe Koo's 36-yard field goal, his second of the game, makes it 17-13. Tampa Bay Buccaneers lead by 4 late in the third quarter. 20 seconds remain. Here is the dynamic kickoff. Will be returned from the 1-yard line. Step back in the end zone. Bringing it out is Sean Tucker. Tucker to the 25 and falls forward to the 28-yard line. I don't know whether he could have just caught the ball in the end zone. The Bucs would have had it at the 35, but he had 1 foot in the field of play and 1 foot in the end zone. So he had to bring it out, I believe. The Bucs have completed 10 first downs so far. Now you can score a free single-day Busch Gardens ticket, courtesy of Cane's Furniture. Visit Cane'sFirstDowns.com to register for your ticket now, and for full details, valid only while supplies last. Buccaneers' third possession of the third quarter will start with 14 seconds remaining at the Tampa Bay Buccaneer 27-yard line. Moving left to right. Hand the ball off, running to the right. Made one guy miss. Bucky Irving is going to zigzag his way off right tackle and guard to get it out to around the 29-yard line. Well, his knee may have been down around the 28, and that will take us through the third quarter of play, and we'll head to the fourth with a 4-point lead. Tampa Bay 17, Atlanta 13. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Odiorin Insurance Agency in Brandon if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Hey crew, want the hottest ticket in town? Every Tampa Bay Hooters is giving away 2 tickets to the Bucs home opener on September 21st. All you have to do is visit your local Hooters to register to win. While you're there, chow down on our world-famous wings, tossed in one of 14 sauces or rubs, served hot since 1983. And check out some great drink specials, like a $6 Butter Bud Light Big Daddy mug, or legendary margarita. Available all day, every day. Hooters, where wings always win. 12 Tampa Bay area locations. Visit originalhooters.com to find yours.
The year 1976. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers begin a half-century march toward greatness, conquering 2 championship titles along the way. Soon after, Ford F-Series begins its reign as the best-selling truck in America. For 48 straight years, Ford trucks have kept that win streak alive. Ford F-150, the official truck of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. See your local Ford dealer today.
Crew, Frito-Lay wants you to follow the map to the end zone. Follow the treasure map at participating public supermarket locations and find amazing Bucs experiences along the way. Pick up your game day essentials and enter for a chance to win a trip to San Francisco for Super Bowl 55. Fly away to Miami. Wear your creamsicle to Thursday Night Football in Tampa and much more. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Sweepstakes begins 8/4/25 and ends 1/4/26. Multiple entry deadlines apply. Must be 18 or older. Participation subject to eligibility restrictions. Official rules available at FritoLayGameSweeps.com/Bucs.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Bucs football on 98 Rock. Your home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fire them cats.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers face second down and 9. I thought Bucky Irving got a couple of yards on that final play of the third quarter. They give him just 1. So we begin the fourth quarter in Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, facing second down and long. Coming up after the game is the Hooters post-game show. Hooters, the original wing joint since 1983. Buccaneers going with an offensive line that has Ben Bredesen, a guard last year, snapping at center. Graham Barton moves to left tackle. Michael Jordan, a brand new Buccaneer, is at left guard. Second down and 9 for Baker Mayfield. Shotgun look, high snap, play action fake, dropping Mayfield. Looking Mayfield throws a deep shot downfield toward Evans. He cannot make the one-handed catch. Boy, he took a pretty good hard fall, too. The defensive back falling right on top of Mike as he fell down on the far side of the field.
They were trying to, it's man-to-man coverage, and he's trying to get the corner, and Ball's thrown a little bit up the field, so he has to kind of spin around and try to grab it with one hand, but it was just a hair thrown too far.
Evans has been targeted 7 times, generally plays extremely well against the Falcons. He has 4 catches for 39 yards. Bucca has the game's only one touchdown catch among the wide receivers. Shotgun look, Rashad White on the right hip, dropping Mayfield, 3rd down and 9. Mayfield's going to run. Zigzags his way out across the 30, to the 35, to the 38-yard line. He has a Buccaneer first down.
That's a good run.
Outstanding effort by Baker Mayfield. Knew where the spot to get to was, and he laid out his body to move the sticks. That's the second time here in the second half that Mayfield has done his thing and won the battle with his legs.
Yeah, did a nice job of, staying vertical, not making too many moves, just put a foot in the ground and make sure that he can get there in time.
Baker Mayfield scrambling for a gain of 10 on 3rd down and 9. He's our leading runner now. 4 carries, 40 yards. Mayfield under center. Bucky Irving the setback in motion. Receiver to the right, and the inside hand, Abuka. Abuka spins ahead to the 49-yard line. He's close to another Buccaneer first down. Inside handoff, not a reverse, but an inside handoff to a slot wide receiver.
Yeah, it was a fake toss pitch to the left. Everybody's going left. Then he comes underneath to hand it off to Abuka, who's coming the other way with the lead blocker. That's a nice, clean, well-designed play.
Well, Abuka has 3 catches for 42 yards, a touchdown, and that's his first carry in the National Football League. He got 9 yards, almost 9.5. It's 2nd down and 1. A lot of options for Josh Grizzard's offense now. Moving to our left with a 4-point lead. Inside hand play action fake. Mayfield looks toward his left, throws the ball. It's underneath, caught ball, and loss on the play. Well, good coverage down the near sideline for both wide receivers in White. And he dumps it off to Bucky Irving, and Irving was played extremely well by the Falcon linebacking corps. Yeah, Evans and Abuka were running down the near sideline, and Bucky Irving made the catch, but may have lost a half a yard.
Yeah, he got hit immediately.
3rd down and 1. Bucks need to get it across the 48-yard line. Near side hash, Irving the setback. K-Dot the tight end to the left edge. Here's a handoff up to the gut, runs Bucky. He's got the first down inside Falcon territory.
Yeah,
needed to get to the 49, and he got 4.
That's good. That's good straight ahead running, and you could tell by the head of steam he had, he wasn't going to be denied for a half a yard.
Now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 17-13 lead in the 4th quarter, 12:24 to go. Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the move, right to left. Second first down on this drive, 1 earned by Baker Mayfield. On 3rd down and 9, he scooted 10. And then the little handoff to the slot receiver, Abuka, got 9, and then on 3rd down and 1, the Bucs get the first down at the 49. Play action fake, dropping, gets the pass off to Bucky Irving. Irving goes to his, made a guy miss, and is spun around and dropped at the 50 for a 1-yard loss. Well, he was clothesline, wasn't he?
I tell you what, it had some potential, this play, and they send everybody down the field vertical, and then they drop it down with 2 lead blockers. You have Michael Jordan and Cody Malk, and Jordan misses his guy. Otherwise, there's a seam right up those numbers. But well played by the defense.
Well, Divine Diablo, a brand new Falcon in his 5th year out of Virginia Tech, made the tackle. And the Buccaneers will face 2nd down and 11, a loss on that play. Far side hash from the Buccaneer 49-yard line, moving left, dropping Mayfield, throws a deep bomb downfield. He overthrows K-Dot, who was wide open. Not a single defender anywhere near him. And Mayfield airmailed it over his head.
Yeah, that's a corner route, and all the receivers are on the right side, and they just let K-Dot go, and K looked like he was running a corner route, but he didn't really look like he was expecting the ball either, though.
Now the Buccaneers face 3rd down and 11. We've had some magic on 3rd down. Converting 3rd down and 9, 3rd down and 1 on this drive. Now face 3rd down and 11. Rashad White on 3rd down and long is a sidecar running back to the right hip of Baker Mayfield. Bucs need to reach the 39 of the Falcons. Dropping Mayfield, has time, throws the ball downfield deep and overthrows Sterling Shepard. And the Buccaneers will have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, this one, he had Sterling Shepard on a deep crossing route. Great protection. He just overthrows this one like he did the one of Mike Evans earlier.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 17-13 lead, 11:09 to go in the fourth quarter on opening Sunday in the National Football League. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in all white today. The Atlanta Falcons in all black. Ray McLeod deploys to return the punt of Riley Dixon. Dixon gets a belt-high snap and gets a right toe into it, and another booming punt. It's going to come down, a fair catch called for at the 9-yard line by Ray McLeod, and the Falcons will be deep in the hole for this next offensive possession, which will be their third of the second half. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 17, Atlanta Falcons 13. Let's take a timeout.
Here's a club you want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
This is the NFL Scoreboard. Brought to you by Hard Rock Bet, the official sportsbook partner of your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All the other early games are in the fourth quarter as well. Bengals lead the Browns 17-16. Colts lead the Dolphins 30-8 up in Indianapolis. Raiders lead the Patriots 17-10. Cardinals over the Saints in Nolens 20-10. Steelers lead the Jets 31-26 up in New York. And the Commanders have a 14-6 lead over the Giants in our nation's capital. This game was delayed by lightning, so they're only in the second quarter. Jags lead the Panthers in Jacksonville 17-13. Later, it's Titans at the Broncos, Niners at the Seahawks, Lions at the Packers, Texans at the Rams. Tonight, great game, Ravens at the Bills. Tomorrow night, another good one, Vikings at the Bears. Let's get you back to that money quarter. Here is Gene Deckerhoff.
With the Bucs leading by 4, 17-13. TJ Reeves, you got something on the sideline for us?
Well, Gene, it's not often that we have this for the injury update. O'Keefe had to go to the locker room on one of those special teams plays. He got cut on the forehead, so they had to stitch him up and put a bandage on the cut. He just came back out of the locker room. Injury update brought to you by Advent Health. Whether you're in the stands, on the field, or celebrating with your greatest fan, Advent Health makes sure you're ready for game day every day. Feel whole with Advent Health, exclusive hospital of the Buccaneers. And Dave Moore, you were talking about what might have been. Again, I don't think Otten was on the same page as he turned outside when Mayfield thought he would come inside. There was no one there, no one at all. The bench erupted. They thought it was going to be a touchdown. And then Shepard was also open, as you mentioned, and Baker just overthrew him. So, Gene, what might have been on that drive, now you got to tighten up on defense here with the Buccaneers still leading as we go back upstairs.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers get a nice punt from Riley Dixon. He pins the Falcons inside their 10 at the Atlanta Falcon 9-yard line. Atlanta will have their third possession of the second half, and we lead 17-13. Michael Penix has passed for over 200 yards at his first start of his second year. He started 3 games a year ago, 1 and 2. Both of his losses were overtime things at Washington and to Carolina here in the season finale. 18 of 28 for 206. Penix at quarterback stands at the 5-yard line. The line of scrimmage, the 9. Hands the ball off. They'll run it to the left, and there's just nowhere to run. Buccaneers stuffed the run off left tackle Bijan Robinson, tried to find a little blocking help in front and could not find so, trying to go outside the numbers, and Sebastian Dennis is credited with the initial stick.
He ran right through the tight end who was trying to block and got up the field and cut him off, and Vita Vea ate up 3 offensive linemen to help him out. So it was for a loss.
Bay Buccaneers stuff Bijan Robinson, who has hurt us catching the ball today more than running. 5 catches, 94 yards, including a touchdown on their first series of the game. Second down, 11 from the 8-yard line of the Falcons, moving right. They trail 4. Kyle Pitts in motion, snap, dropping to his own end zone. Penix looking, fires the ball upfield, caught ball by Pitts. He's stuck at the 12-yard line and stopped well short of the first down yardage marker to make. Levante David, like a heat-seeking missile. 1,600 career tackles coming into today's ballgame. Second all-time by a Buccaneer, trailing the great Derek Brooks. Third down and long. Call it third down and 6, nearly 7 facing the Atlanta Falcons.
It's a good job at an open field tackle between Levante David and Parrish.
The Falcons need to reach the 19-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 13, so call it third down 6, maybe 6.5. See what they dial up. They're 4 of 11 on third down in today's ball game. Shotgun, look, sidecar, running back to the right. Here's a belt high snap, dropping to throw Pennick. The pass away, caught ball, first down on the 23-yard. Oh, a fumble football, picked up by the Buccaneers. It's a ruled down by...
It's an incomplete pass.
It's ruled an incomplete pass.
Running on the field is incomplete pass, fourth down.
Well, I see Levante David and Tyke Smith talking over how that play developed and saying, you do this, you do that, and I'll do this. But the Buccaneers fortunate Kyle Pitts could not hang on to the ball. It's incomplete. Now they run it on a replay, and crowd is reacting, and we'll watch the replay as well.
They're trying, but either way, his knee was down, and he still didn't have full possession of the ball.
Yeah, from one angle, the crowd really roars. They think it's a caught ball.
They're throwing a challenge flag, so we're going to find out.
Well, earlier in this ball game, Coach Raheem Morris threw a challenge flag and won on what appeared to be a caught ball by Tez Johnson, which would have been his first career NFL catch. And he won that challenge. Now he's challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass on third down and long.
The ruling on the previous play of incomplete pass is being challenged by Atlanta and is under review. Timeout.
Well, the Jumbotron replays that we've seen, it does look like he made the catch, but that's just one angle. They'll review in New York. Let's take a timeout.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
I'm Maya, and I'll never forget that day. I'm in the shower, and I feel a lump. Breast cancer. Even after surgery, I learned my breast cancer can still come back. That's when my doctor recommended Kisqali. I'm doing more because I'm more than just breast cancer.
Kisqali ribociclib 200 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, stage 2 or 3 early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness. Patient portrayal inspired by real patients. Learn more at Kisqali.com.
Ever wanted to try an Olympic and Paralympic sport? Try fencing. It's fast, safe, and easy to start. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Get ready for Monday Night Football at Armature Works. Join the crew and officials. Let's hold this thought out.
After reviewing the play, ruling is catch and down by contact. First down, Atlanta.
Well, the ball came out, but it is ruled a caught ball down by contact. Kyle Pitts, who has always had good games against the Buccaneers. Remember last year he caught 2 touchdown passes at Tampa.
Clock operator, please reset to 9 minutes and 25 seconds. 9, 2, 5.
Back to Monday Night Football at Armature Works. Join the crew at an official Bucs watch party as the team takes on the Texans on September 15th. That's a week from Monday. The party starts at 5:30. Fans will have first access to purchase new Duvan merchandise on site. We'll see you September the 15th at Armature Works. Well, new life for the Atlanta Falcons. Tampa Bay Buccaneers thought we had stopped them on third down and 6. Pitts held onto the ball enough to to make it a completed pass. So the challenge successful by Atlanta. Here's T.J. Reeves on the side.
And Gene,
I thought it was a drop.
He did not survive the ground, but I guess they're saying possession and then a football move. And the key is Raheem Morris keeps his final challenge because he's now got 2 of them right. So he still has a challenge left, Jim.
Atlanta Falcons ready. Out of the challenge timeout, 9:17 to go. Algier, the running back. Pistol formation. Algier 3 steps behind the quarterback, Michael Penix. They'll send a tight end in motion. Werner dropping to throw. Penix looking, gets this pass away. It is almost picked off by a Buccaneer. Zion McCullum had it in his mitts.
Oh, that's
and there's a flag.
It's going to be roughing the passer.
Vita
Vea up in the head area.
Yeah.
But this ball was tipped up in the air, and it turns out that it's probably good he didn't intercept it because they would have got Vita with this anyway. But it's just a floater, and McCollum's just got to watch it in.
Well,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jim.
2 flags thrown by the referee and the umpire.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 50. A 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, they win a challenge on what appeared to be what was called a third down incompletion. It would have brought up a punting situation. Then the very next play, Vita Vea is penalized 15 yards. So a drive that began back at the Atlanta Falcon 9-yard line has motored all the way out to the Falcon 38-yard line where they have a fresh set of downs, first down and 10. Neither team has turned the ball over in today's ballgame. Falcons go to work, first set down and 10 at their 38-yard line, moving right at all black, trailing by 4, 17-13. So the tight end in motion pulling, they'll hand the ball off, and Algiers falls forward to the 45-yard line. Knee down at the 43, they say.
He got tripped up. There was a seam there. This is that, stretch to the left, and they create a nice seam between the guard and center.
8 minutes, 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 17-13 lead. Falcons on the move now near midfield, the line of scrimmage. The Atlanta Falcon 43-yard line. They move left to right here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Falcons led early. Bucs took a 10-point lead in the third quarter. The Falcons are battling back. Here's the snap. They'll run this wham play right up the gut. Algiers is smothered as he reaches the 44-yard line. He gets ahead for a couple, and Hassan Reddick, among other Buccaneers in white, make the tackle. That'll bring up third down and 4. A long 4.
Yeah, good job closing those gaps on that right side.
Well, the Falcons converted third down and 6 with the Pitts catch. There was one on a challenge by head coach Raheem Morris. Now they face third down and 4. The Falcons 5 of 12 on third downs in today's ballgame. A year ago, they converted 39%, 17th in the league. Bijan Robinson, who has hurt us catching the ball today, is the running back on the left hip of Michael Penix. Here's the snap. Penix out of the gun, looks upfield. He's going to be flushed out, gets the pass away. It is a diving catch made at the Buck 47-yard line. It's another first down for the Falcons on third down. And Casey Washington has yet another catch, his third of the game.
It is, again, you're close to getting sacks, but you can't let Penix escape. He's in the pocket. He's looking down the field. He went out to his left out of desperation because he was getting knocked around. Guys got to get him on the ground.
Well, the Falcons turned the ball over 24 times last year. They were a -6 in the turnover ratio, 23rd in the league. They have not turned the ball over today. First down and 10 under second-year quarterback Michael Penix. And the lefty out of Washington awaits the snap of the pistol formation. Play action fake, throws the ball on the far sideline. It is incomplete. Knocked down to the line of scrimmage. He had a receiver trying to go down that far sideline, and the ball was tipped and deflected, and it fell harmlessly to the turf, and that'll bring up second down. So Penix attempts to take a shot.
He does. It got blocked by Savassier Dennis, who was coming around the edge, and it was Ray McLeod running up the sideline, but it was really good coverage by Jamel Dean running step for step with him.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 17-13 lead, fourth quarter, 6:36 to go in the final stanza. And the Falcons are on the Buccaneer 48-yard line after converting third down and 4 just 2 plays ago. Drake running in motion, dropping Penix, gets a pass away, and then a caught ball on the Buccaneer 40-yard line. And another flag has been thrown right around where the quarterback was brought down. Drake London makes the catch.
The passer again.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 96. A 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, Greg Gaines plays the same position Vita Vea plays, and on this series now, 2 roughing the passer penalties. We have 1 quarterback sack in the game. That was Hassan Reddick in the third quarter, late. And all of a sudden, 15-yard penalties, 2 of them on this drive, and the Falcons are in field goal range now for Koo. But the line of scrimmage is just inside the chalk of the 25-yard line of Tampa Bay. 1 quarterback sack apiece by both of these teams' defenses. And the last time we put pressure on him, we've been guilty of roughing the passer. Shotgun look, moving right, trailing 4 Falcons from the Buccaneer 25-yard line. Here's the snap. They'll run that wham play, and not much running room at all. Buccaneers stuff the run of Bijan Robinson. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have held Robinson to just 18 yards rushing through 8 carries. That last is 9th carry. They say very little gain, about a foot. So it's 2nd down and 9.5. 5:41 to go. Here's a quick snap. Penix on the gun, throws back near side. A caught ball that's inside the 15 to the 11-yard line. Kyle Pitts. He's got wide receiver speed and good size at 6'5", 250. And he's got the Falcons deep inside the red zone of the Buccaneers.
Well, they knew they had man-to-man coverage, and Levante David was inside in his traditional linebacker position. And Pitts had a step on him. He's out at the end of the line, and it was a quick snap and throw just to out-leverage him. And Levante David made the tackle, but not without giving up a first down.
Gain of 13, moves the sticks. First down 10 at the Buccaneer 11-yard line, moving right. First down 10. High snap. Penix hands the ball off, and up the gut. Robinson snagged by the leg and keeps driving forward. Great effort by Robinson. He's inside the Buccaneer 5-yard line. They'll give him a gain of 6. He was stopped around the 9.
Yeah, he was stopped completely.
That would have been a minimal gain. Instead, he got a nice shove from a teammate and kept churning his legs and got a gain of a half dozen.
Yaya Diaby had him initially, but wasn't able to get him on the ground, and then there were multiple offensive linemen pushing the pile.
Clock becomes a factor now, late in the fourth quarter, 4:25 to go. Falcons knocking on the Buccaneer door. 2nd down and 4 from the 5-yard line. In motion, Drake London to the left, comes back to the right. They'll run the ball up the gut. The Buccaneers read the run. Bijan Robinson dives to the 2. And he's short of a first down by a yard, and Zion McCollum is shaken up. McCollum's shaken up on that play. Tampa Bay Buccaneers will send Bobby Slater and his athletic training staff into the field, and hopefully Zion McCollum will be okay. Last year, 3rd in the National Football League in pass defenses with 17, led the team. There's a timeout for the injury. Buccaneers lead at the moment 17-13. Let's take a timeout.
I'm Maya, and I'll never forget that day. I'm in the shower, and I feel a lump. Breast cancer. Even after surgery, I learned my breast cancer can still come back. That's when my doctor recommended Kisqali. I'm doing more because I'm more than just breast cancer.
Kisqali ribociclib 200 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, stage 2 or 3 early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness. Patient portrayal inspired by real patients. Learn more at Kisqali.com.
Ever wanted to try an Olympic and Paralympic sport? Try fencing. It's fast, safe, and easy to start. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
This is the exclusive table with the view. This is your name on the list. This is 3 times points on dining with Chase Sapphire Reserve and a $300 dining credit. Chase Sapphire Reserve, the most rewarding card.
Learn more at chase.com/Sapphire Reserve. Cards issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Oh, Mr. Gecko, is it true what they say about Geico's emergency roadside service?
I'll own up to it. Yes, it's all true.
You mean to say Geico's emergency roadside service really is 24/7?
And it's available on the phone or app. It's all part of getting more with Geico. I don't mean to be rude, but could I scooch past you all? You're standing in the way of my yoga class.
One more, Mr. Gecko, the fans must know. Why yoga?
Well, it helps with my posture. It's my back. It ain't what it used to be.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Well, they did help Zion McCollum off the field. Looked like it was a stinger on that shoulder. This is a big third down coming up, Gene. I'm right here down by the 2-yard line. It's about a full yard. By the way, your quick injury update brought to you by Advent Health. Whether you're in the stands, on the field, or celebrating with your greatest fan, Advent Health, make sure you're ready for game day every day. Feel whole with Advent Health, exclusive hospital of the Buccaneers. If the Bucs bow the back here, Gene, decision for Raheem Morris on does he go for a field goal with still 4 minutes left. Stay tuned.
Well, the Buccaneers are going to bow their necks, as you mentioned, TJ, and try to stop them on 3rd down and 1 from the Buccaneer 2-yard line. From the Buccaneer 2-yard line, pistol formation, Algier, the running back, behind Penix, a quarter. Werner in motion. They'll run that wham play off the left side of the Bucs, stuff it for a 1-yard loss. Great gang tackling by the Buccaneers in white. He lost a yard, maybe 2. And that'll bring up 4th down and about 2 to get the first down.
They're leaving the offense on there.
They're going to leave the offense on. Bijan Robinson will come back in. And so will Ray McLeod. A couple of huge weapons that have had good days today. Robinson, 5 catches, 94 yards, and a game-opening touchdown. And the Falcons are going to go for it on 4th down. A year ago, they converted 67%. Dropping to throw. Penix under pressure. Penix running to his left, running. He's going to dive. Did he get the first down? I don't know. If he's out of bounds, he is. The Bucs will take over. The Bucs will take over. Penix dove for the marker, and he was short sliding around the 2. Now the officials are going to get together and talk it over. Remember, Raheem Morris does have challenges available. He's won 2 already. And he is right down where the
run on the field is fumble. Covered by the defense. First down.
Wow. So he fumbled the ball. I thought he fumbled out of bounds. Well, Land Clark says the fumble recovered by the Bucs, and there apparently is not going to be a challenge. Penix was scrambling to his left, rolling out. And the crowd reacts to the replay on the big Jumbotron here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Right now it's 17-13 Bucs by 4 with 2:54 to go. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
The year 1976. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers begin a half-century march toward greatness, conquering 2 championship titles along the way. Soon after, Ford F-Series begins its reign as the best-selling truck in America. For 48 straight years, Ford trucks have kept that win streak alive. Ford F-150, the official truck of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. See your local Ford dealer today.
Are you one of the 48 million Americans experiencing hearing difficulties? It could be as simple as earwax blockage. At Audibel, our hearing care professionals use state-of-the-art cameras to examine your ears, and you can see the results on a large screen. If earwax is the issue, we'll remove it at no charge. Don't let earwax or hearing loss hold you back. Schedule your free comprehensive hearing test today by calling one of Audibel's 26 area locations. Audibel, better hearing through professional care.
I'm News Channel 8's Keith Cate.
And I'm Stacey Scheibel. A lot of news happens in the Bay Area, and where you choose to get your information matters.
Every weeknight at 6, News Channel 8 is on your side, looking out for you, making sure your voice is heard, and uncovering the truth.
Our 8 on Your Side investigators are holding the powerful accountable to get results you deserve. That's why you and your family can trust News Channel 8.
Watch News Channel 8, weeknights at 6.
You gotta make pain, walk the plank. That's right, The Joint Chiropractic. That's the official chiropractor of the Buccaneers. I love them. They got 24 locations, open 7 days a week, no appointments needed. Visits are 5 to 10 minutes. $29 new patient special consultation exam and adjustment. That's thejoint.com. And if you think aches and pains are just part of getting older, you need to go to thejoint.com. Because it's not. You don't have to feel bad anymore. You don't. Matter of fact, I can't wait for you to start feeling good again. Make pain, walk the plank. with the official chiropractor of the Buccaneers, thejoint.com.
This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons on 98 Rock. 98 Rock.
Well, huge situation here with 2:54 to go. A replay review in progress for Land Clark. All right, they first ruled, Gene, that it was a fumble recovered by the Bucs. Antoine Winfield in the end zone. They switched and said, okay, the ruling on the field is he's down by contact. The Penix, the quarterback, at the 2, which I'm right here, Gene, on the 2-yard line. He's clearly short of the first down if that call stands. The interesting thing is Raheem Morris should have had to challenge this because it's not a scoring play, it's not a turnover, and yet they came over here to review it. Surely he would challenge. He just didn't have to do it with 2:54 to go in the game. Interesting, both offenses are on the field here. Both are lobbying for the call. Todd Bowles in front of me is lobbying with 2 of the referees that Penix is down. Again, on the replay, Gene, it looks like he's stretching the ball out after contact. So what are they going to come up with? Because if he's short of the 1-yard line, it's Buccaneer ball. Back upstairs.
Yeah, and we've seen several angles here in the booth. They're showing them on the Jumbotron here at the stadium as well. But it looks like his arm is down. Here's Land Clark.
After reviewing the play, the ruling is the quarterback was diving, gave himself up, and down beyond the first down marker. First down.
I'm going to watch in the replay. I'm not sure why Penix dives forward, and I'm not sure why Savassier Dennis completely avoided him rather than trying to at least guide him out of bounds.
Please reset to 256. 256.
Well, the Falcons have won 2 challenges and 1 replay review, and they knock on the Buccaneer door at the Tampa Bay 1. And it is first down and goal in a 4-point ball game. Buccaneers 17, Falcons 13. Opening day Sunday in the National Football League. It's been a close one the entire game. Bucs led by 7, 17-10. Midway through the third quarter, the Falcons got a field goal in the closing seconds of the third quarter, and now they knock on the Buccaneer door. First down and goal from about a half a yard away. Quarterback Penix under center. Nuzzle, the center at snap. To hand the ball off, they'll run a convoy with Robinson outside. He's stopped for a loss at the 3-yard line. Bijan Robinson trying to use that outside speed to get around the left corner. And he's dropped by Zion McCullum at the 4-yard line. Timeout, Tampa Bay. 2:32 to go. That's a huge play by Zion McCullum.
Yeah, they lost 3 yards on that. That was well done. So the Bucs packed the box on the defense. They had everybody up at the line of scrimmage. So Atlanta tried to run a sweep around the outside, but it was well played by the defense.
Well, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get a huge play on first down from the 1-yard line. Zion McCullum stops Bijan Robinson for a 3-yard loss. The club sit-go catch of the game, well, the first ever NFL touchdown grab by Emeka Egbuka gave the Tampa Bay Buccaneers their first lead at 10-7. That came in the second quarter with 6:53 to go. Egbuka has his first career touchdown. That's your club sit-go catch of the game. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Let's see if the Buccaneer defense can do their thing 3 more times and get out of here with a win. We're up 17-13, 2:35 to go. Tampa Bay has 1 timeout remaining. The Falcons have all 3 of their timeouts. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a made 48-yard field goal, and then a missed from 44 by Chase McLaughlin, who did not miss one from that length last year. Pistol formation now has been successful for the Falcons. From the 4-yard line, moving right, trailing 4. Penix at quarterback, sends Pitts in motion to the right, takes the snap, chest high, throws a pass toward the end zone, caught ball.
No drop.
It dropped, I beg your pardon. Incomplete pass. Receiver had it in his mitts in the end zone. Drake London, generally a sure-handed catch. Maker is incomplete, and that'll bring up third down and goal.
It's just like a little hitch. He spins around, and Jamel Dean gets his right hand in there and knocks the ball away.
Jamel Dean, with his left hand, I think had a lot to do with that incomplete pass. Penix throws a dart a little low, and London could not dig it out on the right quarter of the end zone. It is third down and goal from the 4-yard line. Shotgun look now. Bijan Robinson on the left hip of Michael Penix, second-year starting quarterback for the Falcons. In motion, Ray McLeod. Snap belt high, looking, throws a pass, end zone, caught ball, touchdown, Drake London. And we have 2 minutes, 28 seconds, and he hit the ground. It's incomplete.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
And they were pointing for the inside.
Ruling on the field is incomplete pass. Fourth down.
Well, London's not beefing. It looked like he caught it right.
Jamel Dean stripped it from him. He laid out to make the catch. And Jamel Dean got it to come out of his hands. And Winfield immediately started signaling to the ref that it's incomplete.
Incomplete pass on third down and goal. Now it's fourth down and goal. Tampa Bay Buccaneer defense.
It looks like Raheem's going to challenge this one. See, he should have had to use this already.
He's got the red flag. He walks down to the side judge. Yeah, because he didn't have to challenge when the play was reviewed earlier. You hear the crowd reacting every time they run the replay on the big jumbotrons here, and there are huge jumbotrons here.
Even after he hit the ground, he's still trying to grab it between his knees.
Yeah. Well, Land Clark, referee, is over talking. And
the ruling on the previous play of incomplete pass is being challenged by Atlanta and is under review.
If he wins another challenge, I'll give him a piece of that Powerball thing from last night. My goodness, third time Raheem Morris has challenged his whole team. He got his coaching career start in the NFL with the Buccaneers as a secondary coach. Then he was the head coach when John Gruden was let go. And TJ Reeves, you're on this side of the field, but what do you see?
Have we had some officiating class here in this fourth quarter with all the different calls? Yeah. All right, so here's the situation. He obviously still had a challenge left because he got the first two right. So now he's challenging again, and here we go again from about 15 minutes ago. Drake London does not survive the ground. He's going to the ground, the ball hits the ground, and he's juggling it. This should be incomplete. And so now the question becomes, if it's fourth and goal at the 4, Gene, what do you do? Because you could still kick a field goal with the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts left to get the ball back and win the game maybe with a field goal. Or do you go for it from 4 yards out? We got a lot going on. The first key is, are they going to overturn their call again for the third time on this drive and say touchdown, which would be wild.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers 17, Atlanta Falcons 13. A touchdown would give the Falcons a 20-17 lead, and we have 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Now that's assuming the point after the touchdown is made, but from the replay angle that I see here, Dave. The ball touches the ground before he comes down with it.
And he has it almost trapped between his knees. He's fighting for it the whole way down, so he never has clear possession when he's in the end zone.
Tampa Bay.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Incomplete pass, fourth down.
No, the Buccaneers are going to take over, are we?
No, it's fourth down.
Oh, it's fourth down now, okay.
Timeout Atlanta, they're first of the half.
Yeah, you lose the challenge, you use the timeout. So it's now fourth down and Did that last drive last forever?
Forever.
Aided by 2 roughing the passer penalties, a challenge, 3 reviews, and Michael Penix, a quarterback keeper, ran right up the gut and lunged to the goal line and scored the touchdown.
Yeah, they had some opportunities. You know, you have 2 personal fouls. You aid them with 30 yards of penalties. You make a good stop on the goal line. You know, just they were rushing good, and Vita Vea and Cansey got separated in the middle, which opened up Penix to run straight up the middle.
2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. In this ball game, the Atlanta Falcons have just retaken the lead. They're up 20-17. A drive that began at the Atlanta Falcon 9-yard line. They go 91 yards in 18 plays. And score on a 4th down and goal situation, a 4-yard run up the gut by quarterback Michael Penix. Now you know why Kirk Cousins is on the sideline, huh? Making $124 million. 20-17. Dynamic kickoff. Younghoe Koo kicks it. Sean Tucker's going to bring it out the far sideline. He breaks the tackle. He gets by Koo and dives to the 37-yard line. Well, Koo will be given credit for the tackle. And that's a nice return, Sean Tucker. See if Baker Mayfield of the Buccaneer offense could do something we have had trouble doing today. Move the ball against the Atlanta Falcons. But remember, it was a punt return by Cameron Johnson that sparked our touchdown drive here in the second half.
Sure.
You know, if Younghoe Koo misses that tackle, Sean Tucker's still running. And they're changing the name of the stadium to Ford Stadium. Tampa Bay Buccaneers trail by 3, 20-17 with 2:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the ball for just the 4th time in the second half. Empty backfield, Baker Mayfield. Good snap, belt high, looks upfield, dumps the ball up. That's a caught ball on the 49-yard line by Mike Evans. Boy, a tight window for Baker Mayfield.
2 minutes.
Bucs have reached the 2-minute warning. We still have that 1 timeout remaining. And 2 minutes to go, trying to win this ball game on opening Sunday. The 2-minute warning is brought to you by Ford F-150, official truck of the Buccaneers. Timeout. Bucs trail by 3, 2 minutes left. Let's take a timeout.
I'm Maya, and I'll never forget that day. I'm in the shower, and I feel a lump. Breast cancer. Even after surgery, I learned my breast cancer can still come back. That's when my doctor recommended Kisqali. I'm doing more because I'm more than just breast cancer.
Kisqali ribociclib 200 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, stage 2 or 3 early breast cancer with a high risk of recurrence. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in serious infections. Life-threatening lung problems and abnormal heartbeats can occur. Your doctor should test your heart and blood before and during treatment. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening cough, chest pain, or dizziness. Before taking Kisqali, tell your doctor all your medical conditions, medicines you take, and if you're breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning to be, as it can harm an unborn baby. Common side effects include nausea, headache, and tiredness. Patient portrayal inspired by real patients. Learn more at Kisqali.com.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beat when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
This is the table, the one with the view. This is how you reserve exclusive tables with Chase Sapphire Reserve. This is your name on the list. This is the chef sending you something he didn't put on the menu. This is 3 times points on dining with Chase Sapphire Reserve and a $300 dining credit that covered the citrus pavlova and drinks and the thing you didn't think you liked until you tasted it.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
WXTV, Clearwater, Tampa, St. Petersburg. Fox Football on 98 Rock. Tampa Bay's rock station and your home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
drive of the game. It comes down to this final 2-minute drive by the Buccaneers. We trail 3. Can we come from behind and win or tie the game and take it to overtime? That's your Ford F-150 drive of the game. Brought to you by Ford F-150, official truck of the Buccaneers. At the 2-minute warning, Tampa Bay has the football near midfield, the 49-yard line, moving right to left. And a 12-yard catch by Mike Evans on the first play of this drive. Good start. Evans in the ball game now has caught 5 passes for 51 yards. He is the leading receiver on the Bucs. Emeka Egbuka has his first career touchdown grab. And Baker Mayfield has thrown 2 touchdown passes, one to Egbuka and one to Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving, the setback now. Shotgun look, sidecar right. Irving shifts in motion to the right. Here's the snap, shoulder high. Gets the pass away, caught by Bucky Irving. He's hit immediately and knocked out of bounds. They're going to keep the clock running, though. Boy, that's a big-time tackle. The safety came up and saw that play coming all the way. That's Jesse Bates.
Yeah, and Baker, he's going to Bucky the whole way on this one.
A minute 40 to go, 100 seconds left. Second down, 9. Mayfield under pressure, steps up in the pocket, avoids the sack, lifts it all the way, throws it toward a receiver, incomplete. That'll bring up third down, and 9. Boy, Baker Mayfield avoided a sack, and I don't know how he did it. Tampa Bay Buccaneers down to our final 2 snaps. Third down and 9. Need to reach the Atlanta Falcon 41, and listen to this play. Sitting loud. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in all white have converted 6 of 13 third downs to this point in the ballgame. See if Mike Evans comes into play. Cade Otton, a tight end, flexed out to the right side, and Sterling Shepard will join him on that right side. Shotgun look, moving left. Baker Mayfield now changing the play. Steps back into the gun formation. Wants the snap, here it is. Gets the snap good. Looks upfield.
You're listening to an Odyssey station that is airing the National Football League.
To the 39-yard line. Sterling Shepard. It's first down and 10.
Yeah, it's a nice job. I mean, Baker's under pressure, and he's, again, finds the guy has great
You're listening to an Odyssey station that is airing a National Football League game. Due to NFL restrictions, you are not in an area where the game is available. Immediately
left over, throws the ball down field and throws it out of bounds. A flag has been thrown. Intentional grounding on Baker Mayfield.
Number 98 dove on the back of his legs as he was trying to run out of bounds.
Yeah, Baker
So
Mayfield.
it's going to be a personal foul.
He threw it across the line of scrimmage, and Ororo is the guy that hit the Baker Mayfield. We think that's
discussion. The way these calls have gone, I wouldn't be surprised if they call it off.
Well, Land Clark is our referee. He's been busy, and there's been a lot of stuff going on today.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 98. A 15-yard penalty. First down.
7th penalty on the Atlanta Falcons, and that comes on Rook. Ororo. And the Buccaneers will benefit from that 15-yard penalty. That aided the Falcons on their 91-yard scoring drive to give them a 20-17 lead. A minute 4 to go. Buccaneers still have that one timeout. In the back pocket of head coach Todd Bowles, his 4th year as the head coach of the Buccaneers.
All right, don't take a sack.
Line of
You're in
scrimmage.
field goal range.
The
Do
25.
not take a sack. Throw it away if you have to.
25-yard line, empty backfield, Baker Mayfield. He's got Bucky Irving as a slot receiver to his left. Takes a belt high snap, looks, throws the ball toward the end zone. The receiver, it's a caught ball. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka with a defender all over him. He makes the grab in the end zone. The Bucs take the lead.
I tell you, what a tremendous route. This is a skinny post. Pocket's starting to collapse on Mayfield, and he throws one right down the middle where only Egbuka can catch it. But when the ball's in the air, his body's so calm, he just continues to run and reaches up at the last second to catch the ball.
Emeka Egbuka killed Big Ten secondaries just like that his entire career at Ohio State, and he has just given the Buccaneers a 23-20 lead. Point after touchdown is huge now for Chase McLaughlin. Buccaneers have just retaken the lead with 59 seconds remaining. The point after try, it hits the upright, and it is no good. A missed point after, a missed field goal for the reliable Chase McLaughlin in today's game. And now Younghoe Koo could do what he did a year ago. Tie the game and take us to overtime. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Wow. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 23, Atlanta Falcons 20. The touchdown pass, a 25-yarder, and a great grab by Emeka Egbuka.
Great play, great route. He had a step, game of inches. That defender had his hands right in the way, but he still was able to make the catch.
5 plays, 63 yards. The point after touchdown is missed. It took just 73 seconds for the Buccaneers to retake the lead at 23-20. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense denied the Falcons 3 times in a row, and on 4th down and goal from the 4-yard line, Penix was able to sneak his way in and score a disputed touchdown. It took a lengthy review to award the Falcons the go-ahead score. And then the Buccaneers in 63 seconds answered with a great grab by Emeka Egbuka in the end zone. Here is the dynamic kickoff by McLaughlin. It's going to come down around the 1-yard line. Will be brought back out by Jamal Agnew. And Agnew finds one guy to get bit by it. He's going to be smothered and dropped shy. Here comes the late flag. He's dropped shy of the 25-yard line. The flag was thrown from one of the officials trailing. It's going to be a block in the back. A block in the back, I believe, on the Falcons return team.
That's good. It's going to back him up.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 4. 10-yard penalty. First down, Atlanta.
Well, the Atlanta Falcons have 2 timeouts remaining. 52 seconds left of the game. And Kaderl Hodge is the guilty party on that illegal block in the back. On special teams. Remember, it was Kaderl Hodge that caught the winning touchdown in overtime here in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium a year ago. Well, the penalty moves the ball back to the Atlanta Falcon 14-yard line, far side hash. They're a long way to go, but remember, they just went 91 yards to take the lead a minute and 13 seconds ago.
Well, got to know where Kyle Pitts is in this situation.
52 seconds remain. Falcons have the ball for the 4th time.
Knocked that ball away and missed.
Spotted at the 50-yard line, 36 seconds left. They're 1 first down away from a potential tying field goal by Younghoe Koo. Ray McLeod out of Clemson. Nifty footwork down that near sideline. 2 big splash plays, 2 first downs, and this closing drive by the Falcons trying to win this ball game, or at least send us to overtime. Here's the snap, empty backfield, dropping Penix, pass gotten away, caught ball by Pitts, Pitts to the 40, Pitts inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, to the 36. That's the guy you mentioned just a moment ago.
That's the guy in these
David
situations, and they left him in. So he didn't go out right away. He was a later check down or an angle route. He was able to cross Tyke Smith's face.
Timeout. Atlanta, their 3rd and final of the half. It'll be 30 seconds in length.
Well, if they get nothing from
number 18.
The line of scrimmage is the 36-yard line. This would be about a 53-yard field goal attempt for Younghoe Koo. We just mentioned that last year he had a 58-yard field goal in this stadium. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense now, a quarterback sack would be absolutely beautiful. We only have one in today's ball game. In fact, they have no timeouts remaining with 27 seconds left. The Bucs have one timeout. It's first down and 10, Falcons at the Tampa Bay Buccaneer 36-yard line, moving right from the near side hash. Shotgun look, sidecar right, dropping Penix. Penix looking toward, he dumps the ball off, caught by Bijan Robinson. Outside the numbers, spun inside the 30, falls down at the 25-yard line. They have no timeouts. He's in bounds and the clock's ticking. The clock ticking down to 13 to 12 to 11. They don't have a first down yet. It's second down and 1. He'll spike the ball. That'll bring up third down and 1. Now, do you gamble and go for it, or do you bring your kick team in because you have no timeouts left?
I think
9 seconds remain.
I think they're going to try to take one quick shot. It's going to be a timing route, unless you go vertical. But Robinson, he should have. Looks like he stepped out of bounds.
The ruling on the previous play is under review.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds when Savasi Dennis spun him around.
Well, he's down a yard short of the first down. Did he go out of bounds around the 30? How many reviews have we had in this game? I don't have a spot on my scorecard.
After review, the ruling is the runner stepped out of bounds. The ball will be placed at that spot. Second down.
Well, let's find out where the spot is. They're checking with New York to see where they're going to spot the ball and the time.
He's going to get his timeout back.
The clock shows 9 seconds.
Clock operator, please reset to 21 seconds.
So that gains 12 seconds. And the Atlanta Falcons